Hello, hello, hello. Oh boy, am I late? I have a perfect excuse. My internet was being a little shit. Seriously, took me like an hour to get my internet working. Some load of BS. Well, let's just get straight into it because I don't know if my internet is gonna hold throughout the rest of this or if my internet's gonna shit the bed at some point. So let's go. Whatever horrors you may find in these dark spaces, have heart and see them through. There are no permanent endings. There are no wrong decisions. There are only fresh perspectives and new beginnings. This is a love story. Hold on a sec. Let me go to preferences. I'll leave it at windowed. You can't see it, but I can see a bar at the top of my screen, but it's fine. It's a visual novel game after all. Subtitle language? That's odd. Okay, hold on. Oh. Okay. That'll have to do. Okay, new game. Chapter 1. The Hero and the Princess.
You're on a path in the woods,
Hmm.
and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Mm-hmm.
You're here to slay her.
What?
If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Explore the end of the world? Wait, explore the end of the world? What are you talking about? Have you considered that maybe the only reason she's going to end the world is because she's locked up? Killing a princess seems kind of bad though, doesn't it? Can't someone else do this? Forget it. I'm not doing this. Have you considered that maybe I'm okay with the world ending? Do I get some sort of reward for this? Okay, thanks for telling me what to do. Sweet. I've always wanted to off a monarch. Viva la revolution. Silently continue to the cabin. Turn around and leave. Oh. Have you considered that maybe the only reason she's going to end the world is because she's locked up? I like this one. Let's go with this one.
While I appreciate the mental exercise, we are running up against a bit of a ticking clock.
Okay.
Nevertheless, let me assure you, the princess is locked up because she's dangerous. She is not dangerous because she's locked up.
Okay.
And before you decide to waste even more of our time by asking how I know that, let me suggest a more pragmatic lens through which to view this situation.
Okay. I'm listening.
Causality doesn't matter here, because the end result is the same no matter what led us up to this point. If the princess leaves the cabin, the world will end, and there is no changing that.
Okay.
It's no use arguing semantics over a metaphorical chicken or egg, because the egg is hatched and it's about to ruin everything.
Okay.
Unless, of course, you do your job and slay her.
Okay. Killing a princess seems kind of bad though, doesn't it?
Does it? Are you a monarchist? Is slaying a princess that much worse than slaying a fisherman or a miller or a seamstress? If anything, slaying a princess is much better than slaying a seamstress. Seamstresses contribute something of value to society.
You know, I can't argue against that. In the world, what are you talking about?
I'm talking about the end of everything as we know it. No more birds, no more trees, and perhaps most problematically of all, no more people. You have to put an end to her.
But how can a princess locked away in a basement in the world?
Don't linger on the specifics. You have a job to do here. Just get in there and do what needs to be done. We're all counting on you.
But, huh? Do you have any evidence to back this up?
Look, you're already on the path that leads to the cabin. Why would you be here if it weren't to complete a very important task? You've made it this far, you might as well reach the end of your journey.
Ah, come on. Come on. Can't someone else do this?
Oh, if only that were the case. But I don't make the rules.
What? But the... Huh?
I have to say, I'm surprised at your reluctance thus far. But unfortunately for the both of us, you're the only one who can pull this off.
Huh? What makes me so special?
Like I said, I don't make the rules, no matter how much I wish I did.
I guess I'm not rewarded for doing this?
Yes, but you'll have to slay her before you get it.
Ah. Look, I'll go to the cabin and I'll talk to her, and if she's as bad as you say she is, then maybe I'll slay her, but I'm not committing to anything until I've had the chance to meet her face to face.
Then I guess we'll just have to see what happens. But a word of warning. If you go in prepared to hear her out, she could easily trap you in her web of lies. And the more you listen to her honeyed words, the harder it'll be to pull yourself out.
My emotions are locked behind 585 feet of solid steeled wall. She ain't getting in.
Then each and every one of us is doomed. So sure, go, talk to her. See how that turns out for all of us.
Don't worry. I'm emotionally unavailable. I can do it.
You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within.
Okay.
We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them.
Voice of the hero.
Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about. The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade.
So pristine.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Explore, take the blade.
You take the blade from the table. It'd be rather difficult to slay the princess and save the world without it.
Okay. Into the basement.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor.
My little cursor thing now is like a hand holding a knife, like a little stabby stab. Stab, 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 stab.
Her voice carries up the stairs.
Who's there?
Oh,
She sounds dangerous.
I like the way
It's
she
almost as if
sounds.
she's the one in charge down here.
I like the way she sounds.
Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation.
Oh boy, she can manipulate me all she wants. Hi.
Don't be a stranger. It's been so long since I've had any visitors. Come on down.
Oh, I'm sold. With this voice, I'm sold 100%.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
The other chain's broken off.
She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world? Focus on the task at hand.
Mm-hmm.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
What? No way. Why would you even think that? Okay, yeah. You caught me. I'm here to slay you. No. I haven't decided yet. I'm here just to talk. I haven't decided yet.
How about you drop the knife and the two of us just talk?
Look how reasonable she's being. We should just drop the blade and talk things out.
Look at that mean mug she's got going on.
Don't you dare. It's fine. We can decide what we want to do after we talk to her. Maybe she really is a monster. Killing someone in cold blood isn't very becoming of us.
Yeah. Drop it.
The blade tumbles out of your trembling hands and drops to the floor with an unceremonious clang.
Clack, clack.
Thank you.
Against your better judgment,
Whoa, those
step
eyes.
forward to speak with the princess face to face, unarmed.
My, what big, beautiful eyes you've got.
We'll be fine. I don't know what you're hoping to accomplish here, but I can assure you there's no reasoning with her. Just make sure you don't forget about the blade on the floor. You're going to need it.
Okay.
So here we are. What an awkward start to a relationship.
She went from like pretty beautiful eyes to very like, ugh, I can't even with this guy. Yeah, it's pretty awkward.
I know. I just said that. Now why are you here to kill me?
I have my reasons. Did you think I'd just come here to kill someone without even knowing why? That's ridiculous. I've been told things, but I'm not sure what to believe. Do you know why I'm here to kill you?
That laugh. I think I'm in love.
No, she's got some crazy eyes now.
Stop it.
Stop it. Stop it. You stop it right now.
I have no idea. To be honest, I don't even know why I'm down here, or how I got here. I was kind of hoping you might be able to shed some light on the whole situation.
I'm here because you're supposed to end the world. There's people out there who think you're going to end the world. What do you have to say about that? What's your name? How long have you been down here? Do you know why I'm here to kill you? There's people out there who think you're going to end the world. What do you have to say about that?
Don't just tell her that.
What?
Is that why they threw me down here? But I don't want to hurt anyone. I like the world. I think.
I think. I think.
I don't remember much about it, to be honest. I've been down here a long time.
I think.
Just how long has she been down here?
If I'm supposed to be capable of ending the world, then how did I wind up here, chained to a wall? Have they told you why I'm allegedly so dangerous?
What are you going to do if I let you out of here? Been told enough. I was hoping you'd tell me. No, but I'm sure they have their reasons for keeping that information secret from me. No, and if I'm being honest, I'm more inclined to trust you than I'm inclined to trust them. What are you going to do if I let you out of here?
Princess hesitates before responding. She doesn't know. She's been down here too long to have any idea of what she'd do in another life. She knows what she'd do. She's just searching for whatever answer she thinks you want to hear.
I don't think I can answer that question in a way you'd find meaningful. At the end of the day, whatever the two of us have going on down here is about trust. Whoever sent you to slay me claimed I was a threat to the world, but they didn't tell you why. That doesn't sound right to me. And I don't think it sounds right to you either. Otherwise, we'd be killing each other instead of talking.
She has a point. There's a reason I've been telling you to question the situation, and there's a reason you've listened.
Voice of the hero.
So, I could tell you that I'd lead a quiet life in the woods, or that I'd open an orphanage, or that I'd do any other number of good things that I'm sure you think you want to hear.
Does she know what those things are if she's been down here for just such a long time? She's been down here for so long that she doesn't know of the outside world anymore. How does she know about orphanages?
But you don't really know me, do you? What can my word possibly be worth in a situation like this?
She's right about one thing. Her word isn't worth anything.
Ooh.
Like I said, it's all about trust. Blind trust. So do you trust me, the prisoner, the victim, the princess clearly incapable of ending the world? Or do you trust whoever put me here?
She's wrong. This isn't about trust. This is about risk.
Yeah, I was just saying that's not trust, that's risk.
All for the sake of one person, and a subjugating monarch no less.
What's her name?
She hesitates before answering.
You can address me as your Royal Highness.
Oh shit.
Or Her Majesty. Any honorific should do, really.
Oh, you're not building up a good case for yourself here, lady.
Again, she offers no specifics. No matter how hard you try, you'll never get a straight answer out of her.
How long have you been down here?
Too long.
Too early, it was still shopping. Early? Man, I was late by 30 minutes. My internet was just like not cooperating. So don't worry, you only missed 19 minutes. I've only been streaming for 19 minutes. Hope you had a good shopping. Wait, what do you mean? Yeah, I didn't start until like 6:30, 6:35. Because my internet just like wouldn't cooperate. Since when do you start at 11? 11? It's always 12. Did daylight savings end? No, it didn't end yet. Or maybe, are you in daylight savings? Do you do daylight savings where you live? How would I get you out of here?
You can't. Don't bother.
I'm guessing you don't have the key then. I'm sure there's a key somewhere around here, and if there isn't,
There isn't.
well, we can always put that knife to good use.
Oh, she's got the crazy eyes again.
Her sharp eyes settle on the edge of the blade. She isn't suggesting what I think she's suggesting.
Slicing off her arm or hand. Yes, you are in daylight savings. I know a lot of European countries do daylight savings a little bit earlier than the US. I think for me it doesn't start until like November 3rd.
She is. I'm sure of it.
Okay, we've talked enough.
Oh, have you decided what to do with me?
You know why you're here.
It's crazy. Her face like bounces between innocent and cute to extremely disinterested to very conniving eyes. So now we are streaming at 11. Cool. Well, they'll probably change again when I reach daylight savings. I think like next week. Slay the princess. I'm getting you out of here. Examine the chains. I'm going to keep you locked away down here, at least for a bit. We can get to know each other better while decide what to do. Because she can dominate you. I'm gonna go with this option. You can get to know each other better while I decide what to do. Keep her locked away.
That seems like a pretty good compromise.
Those are some really dissatisfied eyes.
Leaving her alive is too risky. If you don't deal with her soon, she will find a way out.
One way or another, I'm going to find a way out of here. You can make it easier for both of us if you help.
Oh, this is the first time the text is like this. I don't think she's happy. Yeah, I was interested in this game.
And if you don't,
If I don't.
I can promise that you'll come to regret that decision.
There it is. There's the crazy eyes.
You have to make a choice. Let's hope for all our sakes it's the right one.
Slay the princess. I made my choice. I'm locking her in the basement.
I know you think this is a fair compromise, but it isn't. No one wins here. It's a chance we'll have to take. We can make this work. If we just stay here and keep watch, no one has to die.
You're making a mistake.
Jeez. Both she's telling me I'm making a mistake and the narrator is telling me I'm making a mistake. So when are we laying with the princess?
You turn your back to the princess and make your way to the stairs.
Stabby, 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 stab.
It won't be long before I slip these chains. And once I'm out of here, there will be hell to pay for leaving me behind.
Slip these chains? She can't, right? She needed our help to get out of here. But do you hear the conviction in her voice? I don't think she's bluffing.
All the other chain was already broken off.
Either way, she dropped her mask, didn't she? You can still turn around and finish the job.
No, we're sticking with the plan and locking her down here. Oh, that's relief. I was afraid I already committed to not slaying her. I wanna go down this path. See what happens. Rally each other on a good launch.
It'll be the death of all of us, but fine. Have it your way. You close the basement door, locking it behind you and quickly barricading it with the heavy wooden table that once held the blade.
Stab, stab.
Okay, we can make this work. You settle in against the far wall to watch the basement door. It isn't long before you start to drift off, your eyelids heavy with fatigue. But sleep doesn't come. Instead, your rest is broken by a piercing, wailing voice calling out to you from the other side of it.
I know you're still there.
What?
Why don't you make things easier on yourself and let me out?
Wait, did she break out of the chain already? Oh shit.
It's not like this little door will hold for very long anyways. Oh, it's probably a good idea good side.
She sounds terrifying. Like she's less of the princess you saw and more like something out of a nightmare.
Jeez.
As she violently rattles the door, you do your best to shut her out of your mind.
She's playing mind games with me.
When I get out of here, I'm going to pick you apart piece by piece. I won't forget what you did, and I'll never forgive it.
Oh shit.
You don't know the kind of enemy you've made tonight.
And she's banging like this while riding you.
It doesn't sound like she's getting any weaker.
Oh.
No, it doesn't.
The narrator is just like completely displeased with me. Threaten me all you want. All it does is ease my guilty conscience. So all of that was just an act, wasn't it? You're not really innocent or harmless. You're not even a princess. You're a monster. Ignore her and go to sleep. I like this. Let's just forget all of our problems.
Just ignore her. Maybe the banging and wailing will stop if you just don't pay attention to it. You put the princess's threats out of your mind as best you can and huddle up against the wall.
When life gets tough, just go to sleep.
You jolt awake in the middle of the night
Oh,
to
shit.
silence in the cabin. The ruckus has stopped, and the door to the basement is ajar.
Oh, shit.
Its lock broken, and the table shoved out of the way. Where is she?
Thanks for helping me get out of that awful basement.
Oh, jeez. Works for me 80% of the times. I guess this is the 20% of the time it's not working.
You try and
Oh
stumble to
shit,
your
her
feet,
eyes.
and as the princess draws near, it's as though your body simply stops working. It isn't all at once. The paralysis comes in waves. First your toes go numb,
Oh
then
shit.
your feet, and then your legs. You lie prone on the floor of the cabin, unable to do anything but witness her approach. Whose side are you on? Yours, of course. But I have a duty to uphold the truth. Lying about the facts of the situation doesn't change them.
Yeah.
So helpless. I can take my time with you, can't I?
Oh boy. Any other time I would say yes, but I don't know if I really want to say yes. Given the current context. Ah.
She steps closer, one silent footfall at a time, cocking her head in curiosity as you feel your organs shutting down one by one.
Don't be a coward.
Or
Oh,
maybe
shit.
I can't take my time with you. You don't look well. A little green around the gills.
Green around the gills.
What a shame. If you'd only helped me get out of here, we could have done such wonderful things together.
Oh shit.
Your lungs stop drawing in breath, and your heart freezes in your chest. You have seconds left.
Reach out and grab her boobs. I would if I could, Gaz. I would if I could. But apparently I'm dying.
I'd say better luck next time. But we both know this is the end, don't we?
You know, I'm not gonna lie. That's where my eyes first went.
It can't be. This can't actually be how everything ends.
Wow. I think I got the bad ending really fast.
I'm sorry, but it is.
New record, 30 minutes.
Everything goes dark, and you die.
Well. Oh no, chapter 2.
You're on a path
Huh?
in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
This is the beginning of the game again. But the music sounds weird.
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Is this a time loop? Yeah, I'm getting a terrible sense of deja vu. Wait, hasn't this happened already? Okay, no. But I died. What am I doing here? She's going to kill me again. Wait. But I died. What am I doing here?
I can assure you that you're not dead. And to answer your second question, you're here to slay the princess. I literally told you that a second ago.
Whoa, don't get snappy with me, Mr. Narrator.
If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. Shh. What if he hears us?
Voice of the Paranoid? Well, hello, new character.
That's a very good question, little voice. What if he does hear you?
Oh, the narrator hears me. Do I have a split personality? Am I suffering from split personality disorder?
Shit.
Shit.
I think you'll find yourselves very hard-pressed to keep any secrets from me. Not that it matters right now, because like I said, this is the first time we've met. Still, I'd rather not get off on the wrong foot. We've a world to save after all.
Disco Elysium type of dialogue. Let's assume I'm telling the truth and all this really did already happen. Why should I listen to you? Why should I bother doing anything?
Those are two very different questions, but fine. I'll indulge you if
Many
that's what it takes to get you.
voices argue inside you. Alright, let's see what narrator guy has to say.
Let's say for a moment that this really is the second time you've met me, or at least a version of me.
Mm-hmm.
You died last time, which probably only happened because you didn't listen to me.
Fair enough.
We couldn't trust either of you, and as far as I'm concerned, we still can't.
Voice of the Paranoid.
All we did was lock her away. And how'd that work out for you?
Not well.
No comment. Well then, congratulations. You've been given another chance to actually do this right. And your solution is to send us back in there. Do you want us to slay the princess, or do you want the princess to slay us?
Ho 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 ho. Paranoid guy is going down the road of conspiracies.
Obviously, I want you to slay her. One of you poses a threat to the world, and the other doesn't. Anyways, I believe your other question was something along the lines of, what's the point of doing anything?
Pull out your
If you're asking
sword.
that, it sounds to me like you're making the rather dangerous assumption that your actions last time around didn't have any consequences.
I mean, did it? Time repeats.
What do you mean? Of course there weren't any consequences. We were killed by the princess, and now everyone's right back where they started. Sounds pretty consequence-free to me.
Yeah, exactly.
Speak for yourself. From my perspective, there were plenty of consequences. I'm never going to forget the way she just made us stop working.
Stop working.
And that's only scratching the surface. If what you said is true, it begs the question of how you got back here. Did time simply rewind itself, or have you found yourself in another world altogether? If it's the latter, what do you think happened after you died?
Shit.
Do you think the people there lived happily ever after? Or do you think that the princess, left unhindered, brought about the end to everyone and everything, just like I told you she would? If she brought an end to everything and everyone, how are we supposed to stop her? What do you want from us?
Stop working. What is this? YouTube kids just say killed.
I want you to succeed. You'll find a way. You're the only one who can.
Let's talk about this princess.
Just be quick about it.
Just being around her in the end shut down all of my organs. What the hell am I supposed to do about that? To quote you from last time around, she's just a princess. How can you possibly justify saying that? She's clearly something far, far worse. Oh, there's more. Who locked her in that basement? What is this place?
People locked her in that basement, and I told you what this place is. It's a path in the woods. Don't overcomplicate things.
Beating around the bush. If people locked her away, why couldn't they slay her? Why is this falling on me?
Look, I'm not supposed to say
This guy has some sass. He does.
It's
because he's British,
you're
guys.
special. You're the only person capable of doing this. Call it a prophecy, if that helps. But it's just the way things are.
Let's hit snooze on that. It's because he's British. That's why he's got sass. He's got that British sass. Apparently I'm special.
You can't just goad us into doing something by calling us special. It's manipulative. Why are you trying to manipulate us?
Yeah. You want to make fun of my European brothers, you Brazilian Yankee? You won't.
I don't know, I kinda like being special. Okay, fine. Maybe you can goad him into doing something, but he's not even the one who makes the decisions here.
Yeah.
I'm not goading you into doing anything. You already know the princess is dangerous. All I'm trying to say is that you have to be the one to deal with her. I know it doesn't seem fair, but that's just the way it is. And for what it's worth, I know you have it in you to finish the job. We don't. You saw what happened to us last time. We need to leave.
You're being cagey. What aren't you telling me?
I've told you everything you need to know.
Oh,
Going into
need
more
to
detail
know.
will just overcomplicate an otherwise very simple situation and make your job more difficult.
Woo-hoo-hoo. So in other words, you are withholding information from me.
If you want us to stand a chance against her, we need to be armed with information. What is she really capable of? How are we supposed to stop her?
I bet you the narrator is gonna be like, it's easy. You just stab her.
Not to sound like a broken record, but the less you know about her, the better things will go for all of us. I know it sounds like I'm hiding something, but you're just going to have to take me at my word. He isn't telling us everything he knows because he doesn't trust us, which means that we can't trust him.
Very reasonable, voice of the paranoid. I know you're getting some slack for being called paranoid, but I would say that's a very reasonable take.
Stop talking yourself in neurotic circles and just get to the cabin already.
One sculpture of Anya? Yeah, I've been thinking about doing a sketch of her.
You see the way he keeps pushing us? We have to get out of here.
To quote you from last time around, she's just a princess. How can you possibly justify saying that? She's clearly something far, far worse.
She is just a princess. Whatever you think happened to you last time, just get it out of your head before you get to the cabin and you'll be fine.
Now that's a load of bullshit. Just being around her in the end shut down all of my organs. What the hell am I supposed to do about that?
Like I said, if she killed you, it was probably because you didn't listen to me. Don't talk to her, don't trust her, just go in, do your job, and save the world. Great. Now, if you don't mind, the whole world is waiting with bated breath for you to save it from ruin.
Turn around and leave. Let's proceed to the cabin.
A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says. I don't think lying and cheating is her thing. She was very direct with us last time. Or at least she was direct with us after we decided to lock her away. It doesn't matter. Don't trust anyone.
Don't trust anyone. Proceed to the cabin.
The interior of the cabin is
Oh.
plain. The smooth wood of the
It's
walls
different than
almost
last time.
featureless. The only furniture of note is a lone table, knocked on its side in the corner of the room. A pristine blade stands between you and the open, inviting basement doorway.
It's different than last time. Last time... Whoa, wait, hold on. Whoa, hold on. Okay. Last time, there was a door here, and it was closed. There was no mirror. This table was upright, and this blade was on top of the table. And then, there were glass windows in the hall where the windows are, but these ghostly eyes were not there. They were not there. I don't know who are these people? These people were not there last time. They were not there. This mirror was not there. Ooh.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right. Hold on. What happened to the door? There was a door here last time.
Yeah. There's a door here last time.
It's just an empty frame. She's already gotten out, hasn't she? And she's ready for us. She's been waiting. Can't you feel her eyes on us?
Yeah, there's the eyes. Oh, is that who's that supposed to be? These are like little ghostly images of her.
I'm going to need all of you to pull yourselves together. the princess has not already gotten out. But if you keep getting stuck in your head like this, you're going to struggle to get the job done. So deep breath in, deep breath out. Your task awaits, and only you can do it.
You didn't say anything about the mirror on the wall.
You're right. I was so stuck on the eyes watching us that I didn't even notice it there.
Yeah.
What are you two talking about? There isn't a mirror. There's a table, the blade sitting on the floor, and the open doorway leading to the basement. There's nothing else in here.
What?
There's definitely a mirror. There isn't. We have to look at it. Unless that's what he wants us to do. And pretending it isn't there is a trick to get us to do exactly what he wants.
What? Why would you lie about there not being a mirror when it's clearly right there? What's the point? If I want to look at myself, I want to see how handsome I am.
Exactly. Why would I lie about something so meaningless? What good would
Trying
a
to
mirror
gaslight.
even do? That you waste time preening yourself instead of doing what needs to be done.
This whole cabin is different than I remember it being. Approach the mirror.
You walk up to the wall next to the empty basement door frame. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here.
Can he really? Does the narrator really does not see a mirror? Or is he gaslighting me?
This really isn't funny.
Wipe the mirror clean.
You reach
Oh,
forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now.
The mirror is gone, but what the hell is up with my hand? Is that your fucking hand? Apparently so. Why does my hand look like that? What am I? I thought I was a person.
Did he make it go away? Clearly there was something in there worth investigating if he wants it hidden so bad.
You are an orc. Am I the monster? Am I the monster?
Very different. He changed it, didn't he? It's like he's trying to make us doubt our reality.
Did you roll random on Morrowind character? I guess I did.
Calm down. Maybe the three of you just think everything is different because you haven't been here before. Enough of this past life nonsense. You haven't died, you certainly haven't been killed by the princess.
Wait a second. Wait a second. If what the narrator is saying is true, because everything here is just like a bit different, including these, whatever these are here. Have I essentially like isekai'd to like a slightly different reality?
So focus up. A lot's riding on this.
Let's enter the basement without the knife.
We should have taken the knife again. I don't think she's going to take an olive branch. We need something sharper.
Olive branch. No. Let me do without the knife.
You cross over the threshold.
What?
onto
This
a
is
series
different.
of isolated steps suspended in darkness.
This is completely different. Last time it was just a simple stairwell going down into a basement. Now I'm like going down to floating steps into a dark abyss with blinking eyes in the shadow.
More eyes, too. You never mention the eyes. The air seeping up from below reminds you of fresh lightning and static, as if you're descending into a place that isn't meant for a creature of flesh and blood. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor. Her cruel and playful voice prances up the stairs.
I didn't think you'd come back. We're gonna have a lot of fun, you and I.
Oh shit, this is already off on the wrong foot. She's already... Oh boy.
Okay, we need a game plan. Last time we were here, just being close to her was enough to kill us.
I'm going to talk to her. We don't need a plan. I'm just going to kill her. Mr. Narrator seems to think I can't do it. I don't know why you're all being such pessimists right now. Step off into the void between the stairs. I'm going to talk to her. Maybe we got off on the wrong foot, maybe, you know? So let's just try talking to her.
Didn't you hear my warning a minute ago? She can't be trusted. Talking won't do you any good. Something tells me she isn't going to be very keen on talking anyway. You make your way to the bottom of the stairs.
Mm-hmm.
As you emerge, you find yourself between two loose rows of white wooden planks suspended in nothingness.
Huh?
A smattering of cobblestones visible against the inky black of the basement mark where the floor should be, forming vague pathways. At what seems to be the end of the room, they diverge in opposite directions, left and right. She could be anywhere, and there's nowhere for us to hide. We're completely exposed.
This is different. This is very different.
Are you really not going to comment on how weird this place is? No, I'm not. Somebody needs to be the voice of reason here, and it certainly isn't you.
Roll perception and ask, what do you see?
Excuse me, I'm being incredibly reasonable. You're the one who's just matter-of-factly describing whatever the hell we're looking at like it's an ordinary basement.
Exactly.
We're going to die down here. I don't want to die again. Please stop saying that. You're only going to make things worse. Just pick a direction and start moving.
I
Okay.
wouldn't give it too much thought if I were you. It doesn't really matter, because either way you go, I'm going to find you.
Oh, she says that so playfully. Go left, go right, do nothing. Go back the way you came. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Get your tiger by the toe if you really want to know. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. We go right.
You turn to the right.
Uh-huh.
A faintly outlined path lies before you.
She doesn't have a voice. She does.
There you are.
Whoa!
Told you I was going to find you.
She's looking like Pennywise right now. What the hell?
As the princess approaches, your legs suddenly go numb.
Never mind, pull back. She's less hot run. Oh, she looks hot right now. Before she didn't, but now she looks hot. But I can't run anyways. My legs are not working.
Your arms quickly follow.
Oh, shit.
This is it, isn't it?
Oh, shit. Not gonna lie, she is looking kind of cute now. No, I prefer her even different form.
No little knife this time. It's almost like you want me to get you.
I'm just here to talk. I'm here to talk. Please.
There has to be a way out of this. Think.
Doesn't look like I can click anything.
What did you do? Pull yourself together. She isn't supposed to be like this.
See? Oh, now the narrator's believing us.
I wonder how many times I'll get to play with you before you break.
Ooh, jeez. Ooh.
Your vision cuts out as your
Oh.
blood begins to coagulate. It's as if every part of your being is coming to a lurching halt. Heart, lungs, liver,
Well,
nerves. Heart, lungs, liver, nerves. Your lungs pull in a desperate gulp of air as your eyes shoot back open.
holy shit.
Lungs. What are you doing? I'm working. Do you want this body to function, or do you want... And then it
Oh,
stops once more as your body reapproaches death. Okay, whatever you were doing,
Please.
just start doing it.
Voice of paranoia, please. Do your thing.
Are you sure about that? Are you sure that's what you want, or do you want to interrupt me some more? You have seconds left. Yes, I'm sure.
Uh,
Heart.
lungs, liver, nerves, heart.
Again, your eyes shoot open as you gasp for breath.
Oh shit.
Heart.
Can't decide what you want to do, can you?
Oh ho 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 ho.
Oh well, standing there gasping like a fish is more fun than dead. You've even if you look ridiculous.
Oh shit.
She isn't attacking us. Why?
Hmm.
The why doesn't matter. She's already proven her
Paranoia
ill
carrying the
intent.
team. Really,
Don't
really
lose
is.
sight of your mission. And how are we supposed to do that? We don't have a weapon. The way out of here is nowhere to be seen.
Hmm.
That isn't my fault. Doesn't matter whose fault it is, because fighting her isn't an option right now.
Exactly. That's why I didn't bring the knife. It's useless.
Then you should get looking, shouldn't you?
Why won't you finish me off? What good am I to you alive? What do you want from me? What happened after you killed me last time? I was sent here to stop you from destroying the world. I can't just let you live. You're a lunatic, you know that, right? If you want to work together, can you at least turn off this whole organs shutting down situation? How about just kill you instead? We don't have to be enemies. We can work together. We could be friends even. I'm not doing any of this. I'm not helping you leave, and I'm not going to try and kill you, so do your worst. Remain within your nightmare. Okay, let's get out of here. Leave together. Fine, you win. I'll let you live. Okay. What happened after you killed me last time? I want to know this.
I tried to leave while you suffocated, but that stupid cabin wouldn't let me. So I started to drag your body out with me, and then...
And then?
Well, you died before I could get to the door. And then I was here, and now you're here too.
Interesting. Interesting. So this isn't a normal cabin. The cabin itself kind of binds her to this place.
I don't think I can move without you. And dead doesn't count. And as much as I love what we have going on, I have bigger plans than tormenting one poor little creature forever. I want to leave.
If you need me alive, then why did you threaten me on the stairs? Why didn't you try to be nice to me? I was sent here to stop you from destroying the world. I can't just let you leave. And if I let you out, what then? Do we go our separate ways? You lunatic, know that. If you want... How about just killing you instead? And what if I refuse to let you out? What happens then? We don't have to be enemies. We can work together. Okay, hold on. If you need me alive, then why did you threaten me on the stairs? Why didn't you try being nice to me?
I am being nice. You're alive, aren't you?
Lady, we got really different definitions of nice.
And you died of fright as soon as you saw me last time. I didn't think keeping you alive was an option. But it looks like that's not a problem anymore. At least not for me. You seem miserable.
If you want to work together, can you at least turn off this whole organs shutting down situation?
I am what I am. It's not my fault that you can't handle being around me.
Oh shit. Oh shit. She's trying to fit amount of standards lots of single men would be into her. Hold on, I don't want to go for that option yet. I was sent here to stop you from destroying the world. I can't just let you leave. And if I let you out, what then? Do we go our separate ways?
No, definitely not. If you're what I need to leave this place, chances are you're pretty useful. I think I'll keep you right by my side. A little good luck charm to make sure I stay free.
Well then, at least I know I have, I guess I'll have a partner for life. If you can't handle me at my worst, you don't deserve me at my best. Pretty much. I like her forehead.
Don't worry. I'll make sure to take good care of you. I promise.
You promise? You know what I was thinking? I was thinking her eyes look pretty concave. And I'm just noticing right now, what I thought was blood is actually like cracks in a mask. Like this is a mask.
liver,
It's much wider than the rest of her body. Her eyes look concave.
liver,
And this looks like deep cracks.
lungs, liver, nerves, heart,
Call me schizo, but I think she has a bunch of different monsters. Maybe. Being around you is agony. I'm not going to stick around.
heart, lungs, liver, nerves,
And what if I refuse to let you out? What happens then? We don't have to be enemies. We can work together. We can be friends even.
liver, nerves, heart,
Uh,
liver, nerves,
I was sent here to stop you from destroying the world. I can't just let you leave.
nerves,
I know. You told me last time.
liver,
Cheeky. Roll agility and run.
Destroy is such an unenlightened way of putting it. So sudden, so violent, so little nuance.
Well, are we having some kind of college debate here?
I'm not going to destroy the world, but I am going to hold it in my hands and squeeze it.
What's the difference?
I'm going to make it afraid, just like I've made you afraid. The world needs
Whoa.
food, doesn't it? Every terror I bring would make the good times so much better. Well, I'm practically doing a public good. So what harm is there really in letting me out?
Jeez.
nerves, heart, lungs,
People will die if you do that. If you do to them what you've done to me.
liver,
When everyone dies
Oh, shit.
eventually, they're all full of wet, writhing things, and in the end, each and every one of them gets unwound. And then those things get to become a new everybody. Just to come apart all over again.
nerves, heart,
Interesting.
liver,
Interesting.
heart,
Does she have like some kind of ability to like
nerves,
recreate reality?
lungs, liver,
Because like she said, they're all full of wet writing things, and in the end, each and every one of them gets unwound, like what happened to me, and then those things get to become a new everybody, a new everybody.
lungs,
So maybe the first time I was a human. Maybe I was a human the very first time, but then after I die, she put it back together, and I became whatever it is that I became. And it looks like my observation about the mask is correct. Now that she's closer, look at this. It's a divot. And there's like a separation between what's actually skin in here and what's a mask out there.
All I want is to be there for it. I want to watch it happen, and maybe do a little unwinding myself. Is that really so much to ask?
Whoa, she's nuts. How about just killing you instead? What if I refuse to let you out? What happens then? I want you to finish me off.
Because I don't want to. And even if I did, I don't have to.
I mean, even if I did, I don't have to?
Look at the way you're struggling to stay alive. It's taking everything you have to keep your heart pumping right now. And I'm enjoying the show.
Oh, geez, make sure you pay for me.
The princess leans forward, bringing her masked lips close to your ear.
Ah, it is a mask. Ah, the sound.
If I want to see you gone, all I need to do is break your concentration.
Oh, it's hard. It's hard to. It's pretty hard to concentrate with that down blouse. I'm not gonna lie.
Heart, lungs, liver, nerves. Heart, lungs, liver, nerves. Heart.
Come on,
lungs,
paranoid coon.
nerves.
Keep us alive.
She slowly runs her velvet glove across the base of your neck.
Oh shit.
It feels like static. And then... Shit, make her stop.
Oh shit.
Hey, snap out of it. Okay, deep breath. Deep breath, we're fine. Heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart. You're back, lungs,
I'm back.
nerves, heart, lungs.
One moment, and then you're gone.
Liver,
Just
nerves,
like
heart, lungs,
that.
liver,
Jeez.
nerves, heart,
Ah,
lungs, liver,
and there's the fear.
lungs, liver, nerves.
Eesh.
She pulls away,
That wouldn't be very fun, now would it?
Hmm.
I've already done that.
nerves, heart, lungs,
Oof. Come on, Paranoid Coon.
nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves,
Being around you is agony. I'm not going to stick around.
Oh, we both know that you don't have a say here, so you should just look on the bright side. I'm not sure what the bright side is for you, but I'm positive you can find it if you look hard enough.
Gee, thanks. I'll just die then.
And then we'll wind up right back where we started. Round and round we'll go. I wonder what will be different next time. Maybe you'll actually be able to move a limb. Who knows?
So if we keep dying and we keep turning into something new, eventually we should be able to turn into something that won't get paralyzed when we see her, right? I mean, there's a chance, right?
But I'm always going to win.
Well, are you sure about that? Give it enough tries and I'm bound to win eventually, and maybe you don't get to come back like I do. Ooh.
Is that a bet you're willing to take? Imagine climbing a mountain of lifetimes. And when you finally reach the summit, when you finally win, the only view you find is me.
But I mean, is that so bad? Let's be honest, is that so bad? Round 3, Tentacle Monster.
And then I push you, and you go tumbling all the way down those millions upon millions of battered and broken pieces of you that couldn't make the cut.
Oh, jeez.
What then? Would you have it in you to climb again? It sounds like a lot of effort for nothing. When instead we can just leave this place together. Hand in hand.
You're a lunatic, you know that, right? I'm not doing any of this. I'm not helping you leave, and I'm not going to try and kill you. So do your worst. Hold on. Not yet. Not yet. And what if I refuse to let you out? What happens then?
We're stuck down here together. Until you change your mind.
Static.
Ah.
A skipped beat as she touches your shoulder
Ah.
and whispers in your ear. No! Heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver,
You know the voice of an insult to be her.
Only until your heart finally gives out. And then, when you die, I'll find myself somewhere new. And before too long, you'll be there too. That's how this all works, right? This doesn't end until you let me out.
Hmm.
And a lot can happen before then. I'm sure I can get creative.
Oh, she's the creative type. We don't have to be enemies. We can work together. We can be friends even. I'll just kill you instead. You lunatic. You know that, right? I don't want to say any of those yet. I want to see what happens if I say this.
I'm glad you're seeing things my way.
I'm not doing any of this. I'm not helping you leave, and I'm not going to try and kill you, so do your worst.
You poor deluded thing.
Holy
You
shit.
think a single moment of bravery changes you into something you're not? I am what I am, and you're always going to be a coward.
What? It really is a mask.
She raises a hand to her mask and pulls it down.
Oh shit, put the mask back!
You don't get the chance to see what lies beneath before it envelops you. Like a creeping mold, the complete reality of your existence threads its way through your mind. Birth, death, birth again, decay and bloom, a million stitches from a million microscopic wounds you've inflicted on everyone you've ever met, with every muscle you've moved and every word you've ever spoken.
Oh shit.
No.
Let me out.
Your existence hurts them.
Let me out.
Oh,
A lonely soul in a room by itself. weeping. It lives for 80 years and then it's gone. And then it's there again.
Oh.
Let me out.
A reprieve. A good life. Love. Children. A steady career. Recognition from your peers. Here one moment. Gone the next.
Oh.
The worms have found their orifices.
Yee.
Let me out.
Diagnosis. It forgets everything it is. Anger, rage, distance, poverty. The lonely soul is lonely again. Love turns to mockery. It dies. It is reborn. Worse. Lonelier.
Oh.
Let me out.
No. What's happening to us?
Let me out.
This is all too much. I can't keep going.
Narrator? Excuse me?
You can't keep going? Well, what are you talking about?
Yeah, you're the narrator. But he doesn't respond.
Oops, I think I broke you.
She broke the narrator.
I'll see you soon. You'll know what to do.
Your body's dead, but you live on. Chapter 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, what the fuck? The moment of clarity.
You're on a path in the... Shit! What the hell was that? Who are we? What are we doing?
Well, this is different. Just slightly. Just slightly. I think it's this tree right here. I think this tree is what's different.
There was a princess, I think. It's all so fuzzy. It hurts when I try to remember.
Oh, we have a new personality. Voice of the broken. Yay!
You shouldn't know about the princess. At least, not until I... You've already been here, haven't you? I guess. It feels so long ago, almost like we've never left.
Shit, so we've gone through like hundreds of loops already?
We have to let her out. No, that's the opposite of what you're here to do. You have to slay her. Slay? We decided not to do that, didn't we? Yeah, we're supposed to let her out.
Opportunist.
It's really the only way this works out for us. If you think about it, she's the one with power here. Nobody else can do much of anything.
Another new personality. Voice of the opportunist.
No, we were supposed to keep her trapped there forever. I think.
Voice of the stubborn. Oh, it's a whole new cast of characters going on.
We're supposed to be unfeeling. How many times do I have to tell you to snuff out your heart?
Voice of the cold. This guy knows what he's talking about. You take all that emotions and you shove it down to the dark depths of your soul, never to be seen again. And you can never be hurt.
We can't be unfeeling. Not when there's so much fear everywhere.
Voice of the hunted.
There's nothing for us to do. We've already tried everything.
Voice of the contrarian. Sounds very unhealthy. No. How can it be unhealthy when you don't even remember anymore? Just find the darkest, deepest corner of your soul and then just shove it all down in there. Just right down in there. And lock it away and throw away the key.
We love her, so we have to set her free.
Oh shit. Voice of the smitten. Seems like a part of me is going to... Repressing emotions sounds like a recipe for catastrophe. Maybe. How you doing? Elian, how you doing? Okay, it seems like a part of us has fallen for Stockholm syndrome. Voice of the smitten.
Can we love something that hates us? Can we love something that hurts us?
Man, I've gotten full-blown split personality disorder now.
To be given an ounce of kindness from something so cruel would be more pure than any other love. Why are there so many of us? There aren't supposed to be so many of us.
Part of me feels cheated.
This is bad. You need to get a grip. What did you let happen? How many times have you been here?
Imagine the narrator's just like watching me, like talking to myself. I think they're all wrong. That's a good question. How many times have you all been here? What if we don't go to the cabin? An entire gang to bang the princess? Oh, jeez. Can you make sense of them? I feel so disjointed. I don't know if I can pull this off. I don't know if I can slay her. Proceed to the cabin. The only way out is to do nothing. So nothing I will do. So nothing I will do. I will print this sentence over here and memorialize it on my desk. The only way out is to do nothing. So nothing I will do. This is like the best philosophy ever. It's like that one YouTube video of that Indian dude with the demotivational quotes. Oh God, how does it go again? It was like, so he was like something along the lines of like, if life doesn't go along your way, just give up. He's like, just give up. The day is already over. Just give up. Tomorrow's a new day. just give up. Go to sleep. That's a good question. How many times have you all been here?
Many times. It feels like we've been here forever. It also feels
Yeah.
like we've barely been here at all.
Yeah, that's it. Fuck it. The universe is telling you to give up. Yeah, that's what it was. Some days do be like that, you know?
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
Yes, we just have to do what she says and then everything will be fine.
I don't know if I trust you, voice of the opportunist.
It won't. It will be for us. She said so.
She said so.
You're part of everything. Things aren't fine for everything, they won't be fine for you. There's no difference between fine and not fine, it just goes on and on.
Voice of the contrarian. This voice of the contrarian reminds me of like this stupid video of Jordan Peterson I saw while eating lunch yesterday. I don't know what they were doing. It's him and two other guys talking about, I guess, the definition of like a predator. You know, like a lion is a predator, a bear is a predator, an eagle is a predator. And Jordan Peterson was saying some stupid bullshit about like making that word like, I think his point is that that word can be so generic that anything is predator. And to which the point he said, fire can kill you, so that makes fire a predator. I'm like, what? No. and he's like, he's got like this smirk on his face, like, I'm big brain. I point out fire is a predator. Yeah, like that. Very, very much a contrarian just for the sake of being a contrarian and then thinking they sound smart. But that doesn't make sense. I only remember being here twice before this, and some of you don't seem to remember being here at all. Was I here those other times? Did someone else make the decisions? What if we don't go into the cabin? Let me do this one.
What does here even mean if you really think about it?
Oh, shut up, contrarian.
Shut up.
Yeah.
We're here.
Yeah, voice of the stubborn. I like this guy.
Every single time. You did your best, really. There's just a pecking order.
A pecking order.
And our cruel and beautiful goddess sits atop it, right where she's always belonged. You're lucky. What I would give to be able to forget. I've tried to keep them numb, but they're all too soft.
Huh.
A shame, really.
Huh. I think they're all wrong. Yeah, I think they're all wrong.
Of course we're wrong. She's the only thing that's right.
All right, Smin, you can just shut up. Oh, here we go. Hey, Kenneth, how you doing?
Yes, obviously they're all wrong. What are you going to do about it?
If I don't remember what I did, then it couldn't have been me that did it.
Don't think about that too hard. All it will do is weaken your resolve and make it that much harder for you to slay her.
But you're still not telling me everything, Mr. Narrator.
Maybe you're shattered in your own way.
Doing great. How about you? I am doing great. Very busy, but great nonetheless.
Are you your memories? Or are you the one perceiving the present moment?
Oh gosh, skeptic.
Ugh, here you go philosophizing again. It never goes
Philosophizing.
anywhere. Yes, this is far from the first time you've asked us about consciousness. Who am I? What am I? What is I? Who even cares?
Who even cares? All right, Contrarian. This is the one time I'm gonna agree with you.
They're good questions, great questions even, but they don't have any answers.
How many princesses have you gotten? Let's see. The first time I met her, I didn't kill her, and then she came out of the basement and I died. The second time I met her was like in this black void basement. I didn't kill her, and then I died. And then now we're here. Apparently, we've gone through thousands and thousands and thousands of loops, but I don't seem to remember. And now I'm arguing with different personalities of myself.
And they all just end in quivering torment. It doesn't matter what we do, because we always find her, and if we don't find her, she always finds us. And then she smashes us into smaller pieces. If you all just stopped feeling, we could have been done with this.
Slay the
ages
princess.
ago.
I don't know. I can make a decision if Mr. Narrator tells me the full story. I don't remember because you skipped the cutscene. But the last time I died, we saw something of the princess, and if I understood it correctly, because it wasn't explicitly stated, but it seems like the princess keeps dying and coming back to life, and each time it seems like she's dying and living a life and dying and living a life and dying and living a life. Shit just sucks for her. And it seems like that's been happening like a countless numbers of time, that she's gone completely mental. That's the impression that I'm getting. Because the princess also said something along to the effect, you know, when she was kind of tormenting me, about taking things apart, things being living things, and putting them back together. And on the second loop, we've established that I wasn't human in the second loop. Fine, enjoying the game. It's one of the best. I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying it so far. It's definitely making me think about a lot of things. I like trying to figure things out before it all gets explained to me.
Your thoughts are far too scattered to rein back in. Your only option is to silence them.
What if we don't go to the cabin? Feel so disjointed. I don't know if I can pull this off. Pursue the cabin. The only way I have to do nothing. So nothing I will do. What if we don't go to the cabin? Because we've also established she cannot leave the cabin without us. The first time we died, she tried to leave the cabin, but she couldn't. So it's almost like for some reason she's bound to it. She couldn't leave without us. So she brought our body out, but then everything like resetted because we died. Bro, you're in space. Where even is a cabin? What even is a cabin at this point?
We've tried that.
Oh, we've tried that?
It doesn't work. Our hearts always brought us back to her.
Oh, jeez, man.
The deck is stacked. So many paths, and they're all circles.
Can you make sense of them?
There's nothing worth making sense of. They're clearly all traumatized. And yet, you aren't. We break apart, and you stay the same.
Yeah, you know what, Skeptic? You're right. Mr. Narrator always stays the same.
Yeah, what's your secret? Why can you break the rules when we can't?
Yeah. Feel so disjointed. I don't know if I can pull this off. I don't know if I can slay her.
I don't care how you feel. You have to slay her. You have to pull yourself together. You have to snap out of it. You're lucky you haven't been stuck here like the rest of them. There's no other way to keep going. You either need to forget, or you need to stop feeling much of anything. They can't do either. He's not wrong. He's the only smart one left. He's worse than her.
Oh, proceed to the cabin.
You slowly make your way through the umbral forest, bumping
Umbral.
against unseen trees as you
Ow.
grasp through the darkness for a way forward.
Ow.
But eventually, you do make it to the cabin.
It's just a mirror
Or
now.
rather, you make it to the place a cabin should have been. Instead, all you find is an empty hill.
It's just a mirror. I wonder what we look like now.
No, this isn't right. There's
Wait.
a cabin there. There's always supposed to be a cabin
Oh,
there.
there's a cabin. Kind of. You know what this cabin reminds me of? Seeing like the walls like parted like this. Reminds me of a specific Broadway play of Death of a Salesman. And as the story progresses, right, for Death of a Salesman, like in the very beginning, the set of the salesman's like house or apartment, I forget if he lived in a house or apartment, let's just say house, right? The set of his house, right, is like, it looks like a normal house. But as the story progresses through, the walls of the house start to like get like further and further and further away, like apart from each other. Like everything is coming like completely undone until, you know, the end, you know, as the title of the play, Death of a Salesman, you know, when he dies at the end, when like everything, like his whole home is just like completely apart. And I was like, oh, it's pretty neat. I like that. So this counts as number one. This counts as number one.
Don't ask him about the mirror.
Don't ask about the mirror.
He always says he never sees it.
He never sees the mirror.
Always lies. And he always makes it gone. Stay focused.
That's
You still have a
true.
job to do, and it's best not to be distracted by fraying thoughts. There is no mirror. You know that as well as I do.
I see a mirror.
She's still here, buried deep inside the earth. Just walk up the hill. You always give too much space to the others. It's why you always lose.
And what's wrong with giving them space? What if it helps them? What if they need to be heard?
They've been heard too much. It's why they are the way they are. Exactly. They are delusions, and all that catering to them will do is drag you down to their level. You have to keep moving. Or you could just give up.
Approach the mirror.
You
What do
walk
I
up the
look
hill,
like now?
hesitating just beyond the bounds of the cabin.
The cabin, in quotes, the cabin. I don't think even the narrator is sure of that.
The cabin that isn't there. You've got to clean the mirror, haven't you? You've got to see what's in it.
Okay, let's see.
Smash it to pieces.
She's on the other side, and we have to let her out. It's the only way we can be free.
It's the only way we can have our thoughts back. Just go around it.
Just go around it. Shut up, contrarian.
Just do something. It doesn't matter what.
Proceed.
Proceed? Proceed to where? I'm afraid you're going to have to be a little more specific. That's a new one. Do you think it'll work? Of course it'll work. He always makes the best decisions. It's why he gets to make them.
I make good decisions, yes.
And it already has worked. It's gone, don't you see?
I wanted to see what I look like.
We're one step closer to her.
The interior of the cabin
The
is
cabin.
the same as the exterior of the cabin.
The cabin.
Dull, fuzzy, dreamlike nothing. It's empty and isolating, but there's just enough vague shape and unknown texture to suggest the structure they're in. Wrong and unsettling as it may be,
Uh-huh.
the only object of note is a pristine blade buried in the dirt floor, a hint of its shining edge teasing through the sediment. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you're going to do this right.
Do I?
Take it. It's the only way forward.
Take the blade. You have to take the blade. Don't you remember? You've already tried everything else. It's the only way forward. I'm locked out from these three options. It's the only way forward. You've already tried everything else. Don't you remember? Wait, actually, all of these options, they're pretty much the same thing. Take the blade. You have to take the blade. I'm gonna choose you have to take the blade because this still makes it sound I'm reluctant to do it, but I'm being forced to do it. Whereas this sounds I've decided to do it. But all 5 options it leads to the same conclusion.
You reach down to take the blade, but as you do, the ground beneath it shifts, the weapon sinking deep into the earth.
And now we got a hole.
You lean over the hole and gaze into the abyss. It is so very deep.
I gazed into the darkness, and the darkness gazed right back at me.
Deep in the bowels
Oh
of the
shit!
earth, you see something staring back at you.
I
It
didn't.
fills you with dread.
I didn't think it was actually gonna happen.
It's She's
Huh?
watching us. She never stops watching us.
She looks a lot different than what I remember.
You really are a coward.
If I'm a coward, why am I back here? If I was a coward, I wouldn't come back here. So therefore, I am not a coward. Thank you very much.
With every word
Holy.
she speaks, the princess in the pit blinks closer.
I think this might be worse than now what's her name from The Ring? Sadako? I think this is worse.
When I said that way back when, you know that, right?
Joking about what? Calling me a coward?
Closer.
Wait, she's got 3 arms. Wait, she's got 3 arms. I like a lady that has more than 2 arms, if I'm being honest.
I was having some fun, and I guess I wanted to see if I could knock you.
Excuse me?
And closer.
4 arms. Now she's speaking my language. I like 4-armed ladies. Ronnie wannabe.
watching over me forever. That was so brave.
8. 1, 2, 3, 4. Is this 5 over here?
Get closer.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. She's got 5 now. Oh boy.
But forever is so long. And time erodes everything.
Ugh. She's still got cute eyes though.
Except for me.
Still looking for boobies. I mean,
I've already taken your will, and you're not getting it back.
my will?
All that's left is for you to take my will and let me out.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I can work with 8. I can work with 8. She must give excellent hugs with 8 arms. I'm not taking your hand.
It'll be so much fun. You and me, together, exploring the world and spreading fear wherever we go. Well, mostly just me. But you'll get to be there too.
At least she's honest. Can even work with 0? No, I like getting hugs. And this looks like a comfortable hug.
A witness.
A witness?
I can even make you a little cage if you want. Gilded and everything.
Free housing? Free housing? I don't know. She's starting to drive a really hard bargain. Free housing, no rent? I might have to consider this.
Now don't pose. Don't try to resist. I've already molded you into what I need. And you lost your power so long ago. Don't bother working yourself into a frenzy to get it back.
Oh damn, she played the long con. She played the long con. I can respect that.
Do something. Do anything that isn't taking her hand.
Oh shit, look at that. You're just an object, a tool. You once were something else a long time ago. But was that something you? Or is it just a dull and jaded memory? There is no other ending here. Wait a second. You're just an object, a tool. You once were something else a long time ago. But was that something you? Or is it just a dull and jaded memory? There is no other ending here. Just take her hand and set her free. Is this about me? Is this her inside my head saying this? She's saying that I'm just an object, a tool? But was that something you, or is it just a dull and jaded memory? Interesting. Oh, I don't have any other option.
You extend your hand to hers. For all her past cruelties, the moment feels gentle, tender even. I can't believe you just made me say that. I hate you.
My arm still looks like a monster. And I got feathers?
The motion is difficult at first, as if something still resists your efforts. But then that resistance gives way, and it's over.
What am I?
And that's the end. I wonder what we're going to do next.
I'm not gonna lie. I really like how she looks. Don't you want to know? I'll figure it out. I'll figure it out. But at this moment right now, I kind of want her to hug me.
I didn't think I'd be so tired.
princess, exhausted, slumps. Holy shit, did we beat her? Is this a mutual defeat? Oh, what I look like? I'm sure I'll figure that out.
Why is it so cold?
Oh shit. This is not the ending she thought she would have. Whoa, that's a lot of hands. What? You do not have an opportunity to respond. Something has taken her away, and it's left something else in her place. The mirror.
She's gone. Yeah. I can finally think again. Almost. That mirror's back. What does that mean for us? I'm sure it'll be whisked away just like her. Maybe it won't be gone. Things are different now, aren't they?
Am I gonna see my reflection this time?
Doesn't seem like there's much else to do here.
Am I finally gonna see my reflection?
Finally, we can smash it.
Smash it.
Oh, will you stop with the smashing? What do we say, boys? One last vain attempt to look at ourselves.
Yes.
Yeah. I think I'd like that.
Yeah, let's see.
Seems we've got a majority. All that's left is to give it a look.
Finally gonna see what we look like. Approach the mirror. You step towards the mirror. It holds a truth that you must witness.
Something tells me that this is the end of the line. But I don't feel bad about it. I'm ready.
Yeah, I'm ready.
It feels okay. The fear's gone.
Oh, the suspense.
I'm done fighting.
Show me.
My heart feels quiet. The game was always going to end. I'll be free of all of you.
Show me.
I'm ready for the truth. I'm ready to sleep.
Oh my god, show me.
I'm just ready to be anywhere that isn't here.
Freaking show me.
Boys, it's been an honor.
Gaze into your reflection. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone, but the mirror remains. It's time for you to see what's in it. Dude, my hand. It's you. What the fuck? These look like limbs over here. I'm not sure if those are like my legs. So my arms, my face. Are these wings over here? These looks like wings. You are alone in a place that is empty. It is quiet here. Yeah. You are at the cabin. She's on fire. Is all this hair? Approach her.
Something finds me in the long quiet and brings me the gift of a fragile vessel.
Oh? What are you? The gift of a fragile vessel? Is this the end of the world? Let her out of there. Do you know the narrator? Are you what sent me to slay the princess? Are you what trapped me here? Do you know about the worlds beyond this place? Are you the princess? Do we know each other? What happens now? It's like destroy your body. Oh shit. What are you?
I am solitary lights in an empty city. What are you?
I don't know what I am. What do you think I am? Wait, solitary lights? What do you mean?
Thoughts without connections. A dim and nascent network. I wish to be more.
She is speaking in riddles. Killer. What do you think I am?
I think that you are like me.
Hmm?
We are oceans, reduced to shallow creeks.
The gift of a fragile vessel?
Yes, nerves and fibers to feel the worlds beyond, perspectives to make my own.
This one is awaiting Maw, an inevitable destination where all roads end. She will make for a wise heart.
Do not mourn her. She is exactly where she needs to be.
Huh. Is this the end of the world?
How can the world have ended if we are talking?
Fair point. She's in my basement now. She seems to be in the basement inside this hole. Do you know the narrator?
You are the only thing I have ever known. The space we're in is vacant. Nothing comes here but us.
Interesting. Are you what sent me to slay the princess? Are you what trapped me here?
I have only just now stirred to consciousness. I could not have trapped you here, and I too yearn to be free.
Interesting. Good night. Oh, you're heading to bed, Kenneth? You have a good night, dude. Thanks for hanging out here, man. Appreciate it. Do you know about the worlds beyond this place?
I know only that they are.
Are you the princess? I don't think she is the princess, but are you the princess?
She is part of me, and part of me is her.
Damn it, I hate those kinds of answers. But were you always the princess, or are you just making her a part of yourself?
You speak in circles. Does it matter where one thing begins and another ends?
Fuck, it's the whole chicken and egg thing. Do we know each other?
You are familiar, but you are not me. I feel sadness, longing, hope as I witness you.
Okay, so apparently I'm representing sadness, longing, and hope, while the princess represents anger? Let her out of there.
I'm sorry. There are some changes that can never be undone. There are some tears that can never be unshed. This is not a place that can hold a fragment of a concept. The moment she arrived here, she was going to return to me.
Okay.
I promise that it doesn't hurt.
What happens now?
Nothing, as we are. But I know that there are worlds beyond us, and that we are meant to reach them. There is no exit, but this vessel is a creature of perception. She can make you forget, if only you believe her to be able to.
Wait, hold on. This vessel is a creature of perception. She can make you forget if only you believe her to be able to.
Bring me more perspectives so that I may be whole, and perhaps then we will know our freedom.
Interesting. Aren't you scared that I'll find a way to kill you? How much will I forget? How many more pieces of you do I have to find? And what if I don't let you do this to me? I was sent to slay the princess to stop her from destroying the world. If I help you, is that what you're going to do? Okay, make me forget. Let me try this.
You ask of things that cannot be done. To destroy is merely to reshape, to remold.
You're being semantic. What are you going to do if I help you?
How can I know? I am flickers in something sprawling and unilluminated.
Jeez Louise. Aren't you scared that I'll find a way to kill you?
I have not lived. I am not afraid to die.
I understand what she means, but still. How much will I forget?
Everything. Until we meet again.
How many more pieces of you do I have to find?
More than you have found.
Oh, no
Less
shit.
than there are to find. I am infinite.
Oh, fuck.
The rest will find their own way home.
Ah, that answer. More than you have found, but less than there are to find. Fuck. I'm gonna use that one. Oh, that's such an aggravating response. How many do I have to find? More than what you found, but less than there is to find. Fuck. And what if I don't let you do this to me? She has to get killed.
Then we will be here forever, as we are now. Unfinished. Dry. Hollow.
Okay, so I think if I say, okay, make me forget, this resets the game back to the beginning. I'm like fairly confident that's what that does. I'm not going back. Wait, I want to see where this leads. If
you need time, then I'll wait with you.
She's very, what's the word? I'm losing the word. She's very accommodating. I'll give her that. This is a very accommodating Eldritch being. Wait forever.
You are as I am now, and forever is a long time to remain undone. I am not you, but I know that I would return before forever was finished.
Oh shit. Wait, can forever finish?
What textures will you weave for yourself to occupy forever? Will you place the images of you and I into a box for safekeeping? If you close that box, will you become another you in another world? An imaginary pattern repeating itself until it can no longer bear the weight of its hand-drawn cage. You'll always come back to the box, because you'll always want to know what it means to be you. I will be here waiting by your side until you're ready to return to mine.
Oh shit, what happened? What happened? What? What? The game exited itself. Huh. Huh. Oh, I'm starting the game back up.
You have returned to me.
Huh.
Though you were gone mere moments, I never left your side.
I never left your side. Imagine it not getting saved. You know what? I haven't saved at all. Well, that was cool. Okay, make me forget. I don't have any other option now.
She asks that I tell you to remember her.
Remember her? Okay.
You won't.
Whoosh. Everything goes dark and you die. She asks you to remember her, you won't. I won't remember her? Chapter 1. Bring the moment of clarity to her.
You're on a path in the woods.
The real Slay
At
the
end of
Princess
that
starts
path
here.
Is a cabin,
You'll know it when you see it.
and in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Let me save. There we go.
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Now listen here, Mr. Narrator. I just went through an practically infinite amounts of variations. We need to have a talk. No, you can skip previously seen dialogue by hitting tab on your keyboard or R1 on your controller. Here's to slay her. If you don't, it'll be the end of the world. End of the world? What are you talking about? Have you considered that maybe that is the game changing? Have you considered that maybe I'm okay finding the world? Do I guess it's gonna be a world? Okay, sweet. Always wanted to off a monarch. I want to
While
do
I
this again.
appreciate the mental exercise we are running up against a... Nevertheless, let me assure you, the prince... And before you decide to waste even more of our time by asking how I know that, let me suggest a more practical... Causality doesn't matter.
So this is the
Because
same.
it's no use arguing semantics over a metaphorical chicken or egg, because the egg is hatched and it's about to ruin everything.
That's different. This line is different.
Unless, of course, you do your job.
At least I
and
think it
slay
is.
her.
Can someone else do this? Forget it. I'm not doing this. I guess that's some reward. Oh, okay, thanks for telling me what to do. Silently continue to the cabin.
You make your way up.
Any
the
fan
short
arts of
path
Anya?
to
I
the
have
cabin.
not.
You'll find the princess. We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess. Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Proceed to the cabin.
The interior of the cabin is
See?
almost
This is how the
entirely
cabin looked
bare.
like in the first time.
The air is stale and musty, and the floor, the blade, is your implement.
Last time I took the blade. I want to see what happens if I go in without the blade. Oh, I spent 10 minutes looking at them.
The door to the basement creaks open.
Okay, that's
her
the same.
voice soft.
Hello? Is someone there?
Her voice is different. Her voice is different. And this is different. Her voice is very different.
It's hypnotizing. It's the kind of voice you only have to hear once to remember it for the rest of your life. Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation.
I'm here to save you. Hello, I'm here to save you. Hey, I think I'm here to slay you. Let me just say hi.
Don't be a stranger. It's been so long since I've had any visitors. Please, come downstairs.
This is very different.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist. She's beautiful. How could someone like this be a threat to anyone? I am begging you to stay focused. There's a lot right here.
Hi. Do you think you can get me out of these chains?
Hold on. Let's talk a bit first.
Okay.
I don't know anything about you. For all I know, you're locked up down here for a reason. I was sent here to slay you. You're apparently supposed to end the world. What are you going to do if I let you out? Retrieve the blade. Wait. I'm sorry, but I just can't trust you. This doesn't add up, and it isn't worth the risk to take your word over the potential fate of the world. Go back upstairs, retrieve the blade without saying another word. I can't believe they've been keeping you down here like this. I'm getting you out of here. Okay, I'm going to get you out of here. Don't make me regret this. Okay, hold on. If I'm the first person you've seen in a while, what have you been eating or drinking? Well, no, first let's start with what's your name?
Oh,
She pauses, carefully formulating her words before she responds.
you can address me as Your Royal Highness.
Damn it, she still says
Or
that.
you can just call me Princess if Your Royal Highness is too formal.
That's the same response, but this time it doesn't sound so sarcastic. Is this because I came down here without the blade?
Is Princess her name or her title? What if it's both? Could you imagine being named Princess Princess?
Yes, yeah, I figured that. This might be the case. Princess. So, is Princess your name? No, I'm not gonna do that. I'm the first person you've seen in a while. What have you been eating or drinking?
I don't see what that has to do with anything.
Up. Come on.
This is the only time this is ever going to happen, but I agree with the princess. That's hardly relevant.
It's extremely relevant.
Okay, but actually, what has she been eating? She has to eat, right?
I was sent here to slay you. You're apparently supposed to end the world. But I don't think you're actually dangerous. But I wanted to see you for myself. I'm still not sure what to believe. I'm starting to think it's true. There's something about you that doesn't feel right. But I wanted to see you for myself. I'm still not sure what to believe.
Is that why they threw me down here? But I don't want to hurt anyone. I like the world. I think.
At least she's honest of the I think.
I don't remember much about it, to be honest. I've been down here for so long.
So she's kind of saying the same things, but now it's a whole lot more innocent because I don't have the knife in my hand.
That's... How long has she been locked away?
Did they tell you how I'm supposed to end the world?
Deflect. What are you going to deflect here? Been told enough. I was hoping you'd tell me. No, but I'm sure they have their reasons for keeping that information secret from me. No, which is why I don't think you're actually dangerous. Metagaming, that's the way. It's the way it has to be done. I was hoping you'd tell me.
I don't know how to destroy the world, if that's what you're getting at.
I believe her.
I believe her.
She doesn't have to know how to destroy the world to be capable of doing it.
But look at that smile. Look at that smile.
At the end of the day, whatever the two of us have going on down here is about trust.
It's more risk management than trust.
Whoever sent you to slay me claimed I was a threat to the world, but they didn't tell you why.
That is fair.
I don't trust that. And I don't think you do either, or you wouldn't have come down here to talk.
She has a point. We're talking like this for a reason.
Yes.
So this shouldn't be about what I'd do if I got out of here, or me saying the right thing to convince you to save me. This is about how messed up this whole situation is. This is my life we're talking about.
Fair.
Do you really think I can even end the world? Why would I even want to?
I mean, that's why I'm asking.
We both know that if there's people we can't trust in this situation, it's whoever locked me down here, and it's whoever sent you here. And those two groups are probably one and the same.
I still don't know who that is, though.
Don't let her turn the tables here. This isn't about trust. This is about risk. We stand to lose everything, all for the sake of one person, and a subjugating monarch, no less.
Alright, you said that last time. I won't kill you, but I can't just set you free. It's too risky. What if I stayed for a while and just kept you company? Maybe then everyone could be happy? I'm sorry, but I just can't trust you. This doesn't add up. Doesn't work with. Go upstairs, retrieve the blade. I can't believe they've been keeping you down here. Okay, if I'm going to get you out of here, don't make me regret this. Hold on, not yet. So, is Princess your name? I think this is gonna make her mad, but...
Like I said, you can call me Princess if you'd like. I'm sorry, I've been down here so long, I guess I've just forgotten. I must have a name, though. Everyone has a name.
Alright, I'll believe her on that, because if I understood that one cutscene correctly, it seems like she's been living for an eternity.
Okay, that's weird. She hadn't even thought to pick a name for herself. Hopefully you're starting to see that she can't be trusted. Go back upstairs, get the blade, and slay her before it's too late.
No, there must be another way. I don't know anything about you. For all I know, you're locked up down here for a reason.
Of course I'm locked up down here for a reason.
Uh-huh.
I don't actually know what that reason is, but you don't just stuff a princess in a basement and throw away the key without there being some sort of an explanation, right?
That is fair. That is very fair.
You have all the explanation you need. You should know better than to trust whatever she comes up with.
I'm still not 100% trusting of the narrator. I won't kill you, but I can't just set you free. It's too risky. What if I stayed for a while and just kept you company? Maybe then everyone could be happy? That's Black Little Studio. Sorry, but I just can't trust you. Okay, this one heads to the killing. This one heads to the killing. Can't believe they've been keeping you down here like this. I'm getting you out of here. Examine the chains. Okay. The first time I tried to compromise, I didn't stay down here in the same room as her, but I was like, you know, I stayed at the top of the stairs. So let's see what we get if I go down the route of setting her free. Okay, I'm going to get you out of here. Don't make me regret this. Examine the chains.
You're only making this more difficult.
Thank you, and you won't. I promise.
You're making a huge mistake.
I mean, maybe I want to see my creepy, scary princess again. You know, come on. I got my preferences.
No, you're doing the right thing. You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug. They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
Mm-hmm.
I'm guessing you don't have the key?
Maybe it's somewhere upstairs. Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day. They wouldn't have just left the key to her chains somewhere in the cabin.
You never know. There's a key. Have any ideas? We're gonna check upstairs. Maybe there's a key still lying around somewhere up there. And if not, maybe I can at least find something to break you free.
Okay. I'll be here. Good luck.
You attempt to make your way out of the basement, but the door at the top of the stairs slams shut.
Huh?
You hear the click of a lock sliding into place.
Huh?
Is someone else here?
Try the door.
You try the door, but it's locked from the outside. Your shouts and pleas are met with silence. You're here to slay the princess, and you won't leave until the task is done.
Did the narrator shut the door on me?
You make your way to the bottom of the stairs. This would have been so much easier if you'd just taken the blade like you were supposed to. Easier for whom?
Yeah, right? Right? That's a good question. Easier for whom?
Easier for everyone. Look at the mess you're in.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they?
It appears so. We're roommates.
There's a slight panic rising in the princess's voice.
If I could just get out of these chains, I know we could force our way out of here together.
Well, what happened with the music?
She barely
Oh,
hesitates before raising her arm to her mouth, her teeth tearing through her limb with the determination of a trapped wolf.
Oh, shit.
As she rips her flesh from her bone, a sound comes from behind you, the clang of bouncing metal. It's the blade from upstairs. You're not sure how it made its way down here, but if there's a time to strike, it's now. Or we could use it to free her. You won't like what happens if you do that.
Save the princess, slay the princess. Save the princess!
Fine. Against your better judgment, you place the blade
Oh.
against the ragged, self-inflicted wound on the princess's arm, just above the unyielding chain binding her to this place.
My hands, look at my hands. So I was always like this? Was I always like this? I was always like this. And she wasn't afraid of how I look? A Beauty and the Beast. But who's the beast and who's the beauty?
You cut into her flesh. The blade is sharp, and it takes little effort to crack through the bone of her arm.
Oh my god.
Her limb falls to the ground, and the heavy chains follow suit.
Raise your hands and ask again. Look at her and ask again.
She didn't so much as utter a sound through the whole ordeal. No, she didn't. She smiles softly as her gaze meets yours, blood from her wounded arm dripping rhythmically to the ground.
Well then.
How is she still smiling after everything? It's like she isn't even bothered by what just happened.
Seriously.
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
Approach the locked door.
No, we won't have any of that. The stakes are too high. You can't just let her escape into the world. No, I can't just let her escape into the world.
I can't let her escape to the world. Oh, Mr. Narrator. Ah, breaking the fourth wall of your role, huh?
As the princess approaches the bottom stairs,
Oh, shit.
your body steps forward and raises the blade.
I'm being manipulated by the narrator.
Wait, this isn't fair. You can't just do that. Watch me.
Oh shit.
What are you doing?
Slay the princess, slay the princess, slay the princess, slay the princess. Warn her. Warn her. Slay, 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 slay. Warn her.
Stop that.
Something's come over you, hasn't it? You know you don't have to do this, right?
Oh.
Your body lunges forward, the blade held low, ready to sink into her heart.
Oh.
But the princess dodges, stumbling back against the wall before the blade has a chance to connect.
Oh.
Stop it. Stop trying to resist me. I'm trying to get you out of here alive.
Oh. I don't like you taking over my body. Slay, 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 slay. Resist.
The blade. Move the blade.
No.
As your body remains frozen in stubborn resistance, the princess takes a cautious step forward.
Oh.
We both know this isn't you.
Oh.
She nervously reaches towards you
Oh.
and takes the blade from your infuriating, rigid hands. What are you doing?
Hey, I don't care who's right or wrong. Nobody takes control of my body.
I'm sorry. I'll try to be quick.
Oh shit, she's gonna kill me.
She plunges it into your chest, tearing through flesh and sinew. It is agony. But you aren't dead yet.
Huh?
Oh no! I'm so sorry.
What?
Stay strong. We can tough it out until it's done. For her sake. For her sake? Don't you start pretending that dying a painful death is some sort of heroic gesture. The two of you have literally doomed everyone.
Have I? We've established she can't leave without me.
Whatever. She sinks the blade into your chest again and again and again, and you feel every inch of burning pain that slices its way into your body.
She's probably doing that on purpose.
I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry.
Oh, she's probably happy.
She doesn't know how to use a knife, does she? Apparently not, though it doesn't matter how sloppy her blade work is, does it? A stab wound is still a stab wound, and it won't be long before you bleed out.
This is true.
I'm so sorry.
But is she though?
With one last thrust of the knife, your legs give out beneath you.
Look at her, so
You
innocent.
collapse to the floor, your blood pooling around you, your limbs unresponsive. The princess stares down at your ruined chest as tears carve rivulets of pink down her blood-spattered cheeks. It can't just end like this, right?
Nah, I won't.
Oh, that's rich coming from you.
Look
As
at her,
much as
she's
I'd prefer
crying.
For things to have gone differently, I can't deny the reality of what's happened. The two of you made your choice. It's over.
Is it over? I really vibe with the art style. Games like this prove unique art style is more important than graphics. Yeah, I agree with that.
Everything goes dark, and you die.
I'd die. The damsel. And we're gonna be back at the beginning.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path,
Yep.
you're here to slay her. If you don't,
Getting a terrible sense of deja vu. Wait, has this happened already? Okay, no, but I died. What am I doing here? Oh, you bastard. You're in it for her now. I'm wise to your tricks. Yeah, it's different. This time it's damsel. Oh, you bastard. You're in for it now. I'm wise to your tricks. Let's do with, getting us... Wait. No, let's go with, but I died.
I can assure you that you're not dead. And to answer your second question, if he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it. Yes, he didn't approve of us last time, did he? If we're going to save our beloved, we'll have to be sneaky about it.
It's the voice of the smitten instead of the voice of the paranoia. Now we're getting voice of the smitten.
Our beloved?
Our beloved.
Yes, you'll have to be very sneaky about your intentions if you're going to try and save the princess.
Oh, now we're fighting against the narrator.
Ah, so all of the cards are on the table. Then you should know that we and the princess are in love, and the four of us will be foiling any and all assassination attempts you've got in the works.
Wait, the four of us. Voice of the smitten. Voice of the hero. Me. Who's the fourth? Not the narrator.
We'll see about that. Whatever you do, just be sure to ignore him specifically. It sounds like he's the sort who'd sacrifice the whole world for a peck on the cheek.
And it'll be worth it. The Rizzler joins the
What can
team.
I say? A world without love is a world that isn't worth saving.
Ha! Let's assume I'm telling the truth and all this really did happen. Why should I listen to you? Why should I bother doing anything?
Those are two very different questions, but fine, I'll indulge you if that's what it takes to get you moving.
Mm-hmm.
Let's say for a moment that this really is the second time you've
You said
died
that
last
before?
Time, which
You said that
you were
before?
The one who did us in, villain.
Yeah. Yeah, this is new.
Well, not you in the literal sense, but you did everything you could to stop us from rescuing her.
Yeah.
Oh, I wonder why. Maybe it's because the entire world was at stake. No lone princess is worth that price.
Maybe she's just misunderstood. You know, I can fix her. I can fix her.
I beg to differ. I'm not going to argue with you. I'm just going to take a deep breath and assume that whoever is making the decisions here has the common sense to ignore your protestations.
Protestations. You don't want to hear that word too often.
Anyway, I believe your second question was, what's the point of doing anything?
Oh, jeez, the
After
sass.
that, it sounds to me like you're making the rather dangerous assumption that your actions last time around didn't have any consequences.
Apparently it didn't.
What do you mean? Of course there weren't any consequences.
The voice says
you
it
forced the
picked it.
princess to kill us, and now everyone's right back where they started. That sounds pretty consequence-free to me.
Okay, we heard that last time.
Yes, but in this pure
And we heard this last time.
That begs the question of how you
Either
got
time
there.
rewinded or we got like
Time is
isekai'd.
the latter. What do you think happened after you died?
Yeah.
Do you think the people there lived happily ever after? Or do you think that the princess, left unhindered, brought about the end to everyone and everything, just like I told you she would?
But I don't think that happened because she couldn't leave the cabin without me. So nobody died besides me.
She would never. She's a perfect angel that you cruelly imprisoned as part of some convoluted, dastardly scheme.
You know what? I'm inclined to agree with Smitten on this one.
Convoluted? I don't know how this premise could be any more simple. Princess bad, stop her, save everyone.
That's what you want me to believe. Let's talk about this princess.
Just be quick about it.
The only reason she was even able to kill me last time was because I let her. She could barely hold a knife. How is she supposed to end the world? Who locked her in that basement? What is this place?
People locked her in that basement, and I told you what this place is. It's a path in the woods.
Okay, so I went through this whole thing. Let me do this
She
one.
just can. Believe me, I wish I could tell you more, but you'll just have to trust that what I'm saying is true, and
See-
that, despite it all, you're fully up to the task that's been given to you.
There is something he can tell me more, but he won't tell me more.
Maybe it's her beauty that fills the world.
All right, Smin. You can shut up right now.
Sure, it's her beauty. Why not? And before you ask, no, we can't just keep her down there. If you don't slay her, she's
She just
going to
can't
find a
trust me.
way
I'm the
out.
source,
It's
right?
unfortunate, I know, but it's just the way it is.
If you don't slay her, she's going to find a way out. Apparently not. Apparently not. She can't leave without us. Reddit narrator. You're being cagey.
I've told you everything you need to know. Going into more detail would just overcomplicate an otherwise very simple situation and make your job more difficult.
Overcomplicate. So Smitten was right.
Not to sound like a broken record, but the less you know about her, the better things will go for all of us. I know it sounds
No.
like I'm hiding something, but you're just going to have to take me at my word.
You are hiding something.
Look, I'm not supposed to say this, but
Hey, this is different.
it's because
Oh wait, no,
you're
it's not.
special. You're the only person capable.
No,
of
he said
doing
this last time. He said this last
Call
time.
it a prophecy, if that helps. Oh, I didn't know we were special. Of course you're special. Why else would you be here? Calling us special isn't going to make us friends, even if it did feel nice. Oh, believe me, the last thing I want is for you and I to be friends. But I'm a professional, and I'm not going to let my dislike for you get in the way of helping you save the world.
Okay.
Great. Now, if you don't mind, the whole world is waiting with...
With them, I'm going to find a way to save her from the cabin.
That's right, you can't stop all of us. We're going to sweep her off her feet as it's the last thing anyone does. Are these really the sorts of people you'd like to align yourself with?
I mean, it's me. Different versions of
Not
me.
the cabin yet. You still have plenty of time to reflect on the
We are
situation.
I
I just hope for all our sakes that you make the right call.
proceed to the cabin.
A warning before you go any further.
Uh-huh.
She will lie, she will cheat.
Yeah, I said that last
She
time.
already told you we're not playing along with your little game. It's your lies that can't be trusted. Her beauty is the only thing in the world we can believe in.
Alright, Smitten, you're like at a 10. I need you to come down to like a 5 at the very least.
I think we've already been over this. I'm pretty sure he just likes the sound of his own voice. I do.
I
But
do.
I also speak from the heart. My passions are too great to be stifled. They must be expressed.
This is honest.
Sure, yeah, your passions are strong and all, but not everyone needs to hear them. Some things are better kept quiet. Don't pay their bickering any mind. Focus on the task ahead.
Proceed into the cabin.
The interior of the cabin is clean and elegant, its stone walls draped in fine-threaded tapestries, a prison befitting a royal prisoner. The only furniture of note is an ornate wooden table with a pristine blade perched on its edge.
This is very different. It's extremely different.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
You didn't say anything about the mirror on the wall. This whole cabin is different than last time.
Very different.
Is it? I can't say I was paying much attention to the scenery last time around.
Maybe that's because you haven't actually been here. I hope this means you'll finally drop that ridiculous past life nonsense. You haven't
No.
died, and you certainly haven't been killed by the princess.
No.
So focus up. Stop letting yourself get distracted.
You didn't say anything about the mirror on the wall. Yeah, why does he never mention the mirror?
That's because there isn't a mirror. There's a table, the blade sitting on the table, and the door to the basement. There's nothing else in here. There's definitely a mirror. There isn't. I'm sure the princess would tell us there was a mirror if she were up
Oh,
there.
jeez, Smitten, you're not helpful.
In which case she'd be lying to you because, again, there isn't a mirror.
It's right here. Why would you lie about that? What's the point? I want to look at myself. I want to see how handsome I am.
That's a great idea.
We have to make sure we're looking our best before we save her.
We shouldn't waste time preening. If he is lying about the mirror, it might be important.
Yes.
I'm not lying to you. Use your eyes. There is no mirror. Why would I lie about something so meaningless? What good would it even do?
Approach the mirror.
You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here.
I see a mirror.
This really isn't funny.
Wipe the mirror clean.
You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall.
Huh.
I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now.
The mirror disappeared. Hold on, let me grab my water. My mouth be parched. Okay, just like last time, mirror disappeared.
But it was there a second ago. And now it's gone. Pity. We could have a feather out of place and now we'll never know. We can't gallantly sweep her off her feet if we have a feather out of place.
So we're feathery. So I do have wings. Enter the basement. We're leaving the knife behind.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing an intricate stairwell.
This is less scary than last time.
Gold-trimmed carpet glimmers in the light of the torches,
Which is good.
positioned along the
It's good.
walls. The basement almost seems welcoming in the dim firelight. But it's still a stone basement. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor.
I don't know. Looks kind of romantic.
A soft voice carries up the stairs.
Hello? Is someone there?
Her voice. It's somehow even more beautiful than last time.
This
I can
guy.
hear wedding bells already.
Oh my god.
I've held my tongue till now, but you're taking this a little too far. We barely even know the princess. We can still do right by her without all this over-the-top fawning.
Exactly.
Yes, for everyone's sake, you're not in love. Just remember that her charms are all part of the manipulation.
Yeah, and your pessimism is also part of your manipulation, Mr. Narrator. Let's not forget you tried to take over my body last time.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess.
She's
There's
different.
a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall.
Whoa, she's decently different now. She's a lot more princessy now. You will clutch it. Yeah, she's more prettier now. She's like a more fairy tale princess. More Disney-esque, right?
My love, we're here to rescue you from your unjust and foul imprisonment.
Can she hear that?
You know she can't hear you.
Okay. My questions always immediately answered by the narrator.
She may not be able to hear my words, but surely she can hear my spirit.
My spirit.
Oh, your spirit's plenty loud, all right.
It's you, my dashing hero. I was so worried you wouldn't come back.
No.
Did you hear that? She said we're dashing. And she called us a hero.
Oh, now the voice of the hero is getting on board.
Flattery really goes a long way with the two of you, doesn't it? Waiting for you to come back. I didn't want to believe your ravings back in the woods, but this is next to incontrovertible evidence. You've been here before.
Yep, she said waiting for you to come back.
That's right, villain. And you killed us. Well, she killed us.
Yeah, right?
Only because he made us try and kill her. It was self-defense. Our beloved's hands remain unstained by cruelty.
I mean, Smitten's got a fair point. Self-defense.
And you've died before. So an entire world has been damned to oblivion. I'd really hoped I'd be the first, but what's done is done. What matters is you have a chance to do it right this time.
I'd really hoped I'd be the first. Is that implying that the narrator is aware of this ability of new worlds?
Now, hold on. If she actually ended a world, are you sure we want to do this? Are you sure we want to rescue her?
Killed me last time, and it hurt a lot. Why'd you do that? I didn't bring a knife. Do I have to cut you out again? What happened after I died? I'd have to ask, did you end the world after you killed me back there? I'm sorry what happened last time. The narrator who sent me here to kill you took over my body. It was extremely unfair. Narrator is just a jerk and he doesn't like women with body counts. I want to do this one. These other ones, even though I know are more logical to ask, I want to ask this one first. I'm sorry about what happened last time. The narrator who sent me here to kill you took over my body. It was extremely unfair.
If another version of me was pushed to such drastic action, it was for good reason.
That's okay. You were just doing your best, and that's all that matters.
She took that in stride.
Yeah, she
to
did.
a surprising extent. An almost unsettling extent, actually.
Yeah. I think she's responding this way because after she killed me and she tried to leave the cabin, that's probably when she discovered that she cannot leave the cabin without me alive.
That's because she's perfect. Do you think she has someone like him telling her what to do? She doesn't. There's no one else like me.
Oh, jeez.
I think he's right, because I like it better if she doesn't have some horrid little voice like him, always trying to drive her to violence.
Imagine if she does. Killed me last time, and it hurt a lot. Why'd you do that? What happened after I died?
You died, and now we're talking.
Sure, she dodged that question. But before we started talking, did the world end? Did you end the world?
I don't know. Was I supposed to have ended the world? Would that have made you happy?
Oh. Whoa. Whoa.
Isn't that just like our darling princess? She wants to make us happy. My heart melts further with every word that passes through her
She's
beautiful
playing
lips.
innocent.
Are you listening to her? That's a confession.
Honestly, the world sucks. People are a plague, and I hope you brought a slow and painful ruin to them all. A girl who would end the world if that makes you happy? Boy, she is the one. I have no feelings one way or the other about the world ending. No? I don't want to end the world. Let me go with this one first.
Then I didn't end the world.
Oops, sorry about that. Microphone. This lady.
See? She didn't confess anything. She is innocence itself.
Oh my god.
I'm not so sure.
You killed me last time, but it hurt a lot. Why'd you do that?
I'm sorry. Didn't you want me to?
No?
Did we? We warned her of the cruel forces seizing our body. That's practically telling her to kill us. She is our beloved, and she made the choice to free us of our misery, to show us mercy and make the best decision for everyone.
Smitten, you said a lot of words, but at the same time, you said nothing at all. So, yeah, I'm just gonna ignore that.
She made the best decision for her. Don't be so quick to assign kindness. You're just opening yourself up to manipulation.
I didn't bring a knife. Do I have to cut you out again?
I'm okay with whatever you come up with. You can cut my arm off again.
Oh, jeez.
We won't be laying a finger on her perfect wrists, and indeed, we won't even have to. Do you see how dainty her hands are? We'll be able to slip her right out with no harm done.
Anybody got butter?
What? No, she's a prisoner here. You can't just slip her hand through the chains.
Go for her.
Why are you two arguing over the logistics of slipping her hand out of her shackles? She just said she'd be okay with any idea we came up with. Am I the only one here who thinks that's weird? She didn't care last time. Why should she care this time? That's our stoic, smiling angel.
Smitten has a point. She clearly did not care about just chewing off her arms. She did it like it was nothing.
No, you're right. It's extremely bizarre behavior and further evidence that she's a monster who's not to be trusted. So go ahead and slay her.
No. Rescue.
No, I can't let you do that. If you take another step towards the princess, You'll what? Take over our body and force us to try and kill her?
Yeah.
I would if you had a weapon.
Ha!
Not on my watch, villain. My passions contain titanic depths.
Titanic
and if you
depths.
Try anything that might harm our dearest, I will end our life without a second thought.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Let's pump the brakes on that, Smitten. I'd like to stay alive.
You wouldn't. I would. I'd listen to him if I were you. He has a lot of strong feelings. And doesn't the world end if we don't stop her? You approach the princess and gingerly slide her hand from her bindings.
Gingerly?
Shouldn't have worked. I'll be damned. We're doomed.
Why did the chain come off so easily? She made it that way. For this second loop, she made it that way so that we willingly take her outside. Oh. About to pull the plug out of spite.
I can't believe it. But I guess I have to. I told you, there's no life more worth living than that of a true believer.
I'm free, and you're not trying to kill me this time. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Aww.
The princess jumps up
Oh.
and smothers you in a joyful embrace.
Ooh, I like this. I like this. Narrator's just mad because I got a face it full of bosom. Don't hate the player, hate the game, narrator.
If only you had a weapon, one slip of the wrist and your pristine blade would be buried in her back and everyone out there would be saved.
Yes. Oops, wrong button. Yes.
Luckily for Mr. Romance, we don't have a weapon. Who needs a weapon when we have the power of love on our side?
Fair enough.
What do we do now?
What do you want to do?
Let me guess. End the world? Spoken with the rank cynicism of someone who has never felt love in his heart.
Sigs.
I don't actually know. Nobody's ever asked me what I wanted before.
Let's see where this leads.
She doesn't even know what she wants. You may have had her all wrong. What if this whole thing is just a misunderstanding?
That's
if
what
she
I
doesn't
was
want to end the
saying.
world?
That's what I was saying.
You're so gullible. Is the only thing you've ever doubted the actual truth?
I think I want to leave. And I think.
I think.
The princess closes her eyes in deep reflection,
I think.
and then she shrugs.
I don't know. What do you want to do?
I want you to tell me what you want. There must be something you want. Do you want to end the world? I just want to leave. We can figure out the rest later. There must be something you want.
I just want to make you happy.
Oh.
She can't just want to make us happy.
It makes sense to me. That's all I want for her, so of course she'd want the same for us.
The background started getting all squiggly. You have to want something more than just making me happy. But you need your own thing. You just met me. You can't base your entire happiness around me. I want you to make me unhappy. Do you want to end the world? I want to leave. You can figure out the rest later. If you want to leave, then let's leave. This isn't right. Let's just get out of here. I want you to tell me what you want. But what would make you happy? You have to want something more than just making me happy. Shut the hell up, Polly. She's trying to find... Stop trying to find some problems. But you need your own thing. You just met me. You can't base your entire happiness around me.
Okay, if that's what makes you happy.
Oh god, her eyes and the drawings.
Is she broken? What's going on?
This drawing.
What's going on is she's lying to you, only she isn't a good liar. Are you starting to trust me now?
I want you to make me unhappy. No, I don't want to choose that one yet. But what would make you happy?
I just want to make you happy.
It's changing every time.
This isn't right. I don't know what's going on, but this isn't right. I fail to see the problem here. She's just sweet on us. You don't have to act like it's a big deal.
Okay, clearly something is happening here, and I'm very scared. What if we just don't do anything? What if we just stay here? Nobody gets hurt, and we just figure out a way to be happy together. I want to see what happens if I choose that. Wait. 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 This isn't right. Let's just get out of here. If you want to leave, then let's leave. I just want to leave. No, I don't want to leave because I know that she knows that she can't leave without me leaving as well. Explore. I want you to make me unhappy.
Okay, if that's what makes you happy, I can make you unhappy.
Oh my gosh.
Is it just me, or does it feel like we're alone right now?
And they lived happily ever
We're the
after.
only ones here.
This is... Oh. Oh. Huh? You don't get the chance to ask another question, nor will you ever. It's time for you to leave. Memory returns. I didn't think choosing an explore option would push it forward. I thought explore options were safe.
No. She was our perfect match. She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her?
What?
And is that a mirror? Why is it here?
Why now?
Explore. Of course you're scared. This is the end for you, but it's not the end for me. It's going to be okay. Just trust me. Wait. Who's saying this? Of course you're scared. This is the end for you, but it's not the end for me.
What is that supposed to mean? Whatever awful thing I felt before, it feels so much worse now. Do it then. End us all before I die of a broken heart.
Approach the mirror. You approach the mirror. Gaze into your reflection. Did we jump all the way to the end? Silence as you reach forward. They're gone once again. The mirror always makes them leave, but you need to see what's in it. The bloat. You've grown. Wow, I reached this point so fast. You find yourself in the long quiet once again. Proceed to the cabin. You're at the cabin. Wow, we got here so fast. Approach her.
Flickering lights and empty cityscapes become pockets of vitality and movement. I am more than I was before.
Okay.
Whenever you are ready, I will wipe your slate clean once again.
Are you the same being as you were before? How much have you changed?
Is a child the same as an infant? I am an unbroken pattern, but every vessel gives fresh perspectives and carves new avenues of expression. I am different, but I am the same.
Okay. Hey, thanks for the follow. I have a hard time saying your name always. Elian? Thank you. Everything you say feels like a riddle. Can you give me a single straight answer?
I'm sorry. Words are difficult for me. They never fully weave what I wish to say. If you do not like my answers, then you need not ask me questions.
Oh my gosh. What? I just want to make sure I'm saying your name correctly. Alan? If she answers in riddle once again, I will strangle her. I think she'd probably end up strangling me first, for all those hands.
The vessels you choose to bring me carry far more meaning than anything words could say in the spaces between.
So deep. Doesn't matter, to be honest, whatever you like. Okay. What does it feel like to change like this?
Eyes close in reflection. Perspectives meld together, and the breadth of my experience stretches to new corners.
I mean, she is
There are
strangling herself.
contradictions, conflicts in my nature, and there are familiarities that bind everything together. It feels correct. This is what I need to be. This is the only path forward.
When this is all done, do you know what you want to do?
With every gift you bring me, I excavate the alleys of what I am meant to be, and every exploration yields new and complicated truths. What I will be is different than what I am, and what I am is different from what I was.
My brain, dude.
I cannot tell you what desires I will hold when I have changed,
I mean, fair enough. That's fair.
but in this moment, all I want is to know myself and to know you.
Okay. You know that at the end of this, once you're finished, I'm going to kill you, right? When I go back, it's as if an invisible wall closes around me. Why can I not do the same things I've done before? You have been kinder to me than anyone else I've met. Thank you. You have been kinder to me than anyone else I've met. Why? What do you want me to bring you next time? Do you have any thoughts on this vessel? I don't want to hurt you, but the more times I go back, the worse I fear things will be. What do you feel about me? These vessels I've been bringing you, I've hurt them. How many more vessels do I need to bring you? I'm ready to go back. Oh, geez. Okay, there's a lot. Let's try this one.
Those paths lead to worlds you've already seen, and to perspectives I have already made my own. They are useless to us now, inaccessible. The only paths of value are those that are yet untread.
Okay. You've been kinder to me than anyone else I've met. Why?
Why wouldn't I be kind to you? You are the only thing I know that isn't me.
Okay. What do you want me to bring you next time?
Gifts aren't what someone tells you to bring them.
Fair enough.
My joy is in seeing what you choose. There are no wrong answers, and every perspective illuminates my shadows and shares new secrets.
Okay. Do you have any thoughts on this vessel?
This one is a reflecting pool of desire unfulfilled. She will make for a pliant heart.
Desires unfulfilled. The unfulfilled desire of making me happy?
Do not mourn her. She has served her purpose.
So you don't have any preference on how do you like things, on how you like to change or grow?
My preference is for you to show me what you would like me to see. I cannot know the ways I wish to grow, for I have yet to feel them. It is you who guides me down the thin trail of perspective and memory.
Okay. I don't want to hurt you, but the more times I go back, the worse I fear things will be.
The vessels are shaped by memories of you, but their impulses are drawn to the edge of the long quiet. To them, you are a gate to something more, and any hurt you've caused them is understood as a fair price for freedom. But they are only thoughts and perspectives. They are not me.
Okay.
The wounds they've suffered carve texture around my heart. Without them, I would be as I was before.
Okay.
I would be alone and without sensation. I could not feel the joy of having you by my side, for I would not know your absence.
I could not feel the joy of having you by my side, for I would not known your absence. That's interesting. Please don't tell me that same line again. How many more vessels do I need to bring you?
If I am to be an ocean, you have nurtured me into a pond. My waters are shallow and murky, and I yearn for more perspective.
Okay, that's a bit more straightforward than last time.
You will have your rest in due time, and I am sorry for the burdens I place on you.
Yeah, she's very accommodating. See what happens when she's this.
There is still much to be seen. Neither of us know the depths of our being. Perhaps at the end of this, I will be the one to kill you.
Oh?
Or perhaps we will leave this place together and find new horizons to discover.
Okay. Alright, I'm ready to go back.
I will long for your return, but it will give me time to reflect on what I am.
You know, she's very nice.
We will meet again.
Whew. It's always so abrupt. Everything goes dark and you die. The hero and the princess. A pliable heart.
You're on a path in the woods.
Let's save here.
You're here to slay her.
Yep, you said that before. In the world, what are you talking about? If you consider maybe it's the only reason killing princess. Can someone else do this? Forget I'm not doing this. Consider maybe I'm okay for in the world. Do I get some reward for this? Okay, thanks. Sweet, I've always wanted to reveal la revolution. Let's silently continue.
You make your way up the short path to the...
We're not going to go through with this, right?
She's a prince. Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Proceed into the cab.
The interior of the cabin is a blade, is your implement.
Let me enter the basement without the blade again.
The door to the basement creaks open,
No.
revealing a staircase faintly her voice.
Hello? Is someone
Oh,
there?
Jeez, that scared me. I forgot about that. Hey, Alan, thank you for that. Appreciate it, man. 333. Oh, thank you very much.
It's hypnotizing. It's
I
the kind of
really,
voice you only have to
really
hear
appreciate
once
it.
To remember it for the rest of your life.
Don't let it fool you.
Hey, I think I'm here to slay you.
You must have the wrong address.
Great job. You've given away the element of surprise. Good luck, hero.
I don't need luck.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist.
She's beautiful.
I am begging you to stay focused.
Stay
There's
focused.
a lot riding on you here.
Hi. You were joking about coming to kill me, right? Do you think you could get me out of these chains?
I wasn't joking, ma'am. Hold on, let's talk a bit first.
Okay.
I don't know anything about you, for I know you're locked down here for a reason. I wasn't kidding when I said I was sent here to kill you. You're apparently going to end the world. What are you going to do if I let you out here? Okay, let me go with, I wasn't kidding when I said I was sent here to kill you. You're apparently going to end the world.
Is that why they threw me down here? But I don't want to hurt anyone. I like the world, I think.
Okay, it's the same response.
I don't remember much about it, to be honest. I've been down here for so long.
Okay.
That's... How long has she been locked away?
Did they tell you how I'm supposed to end the world?
Opportunity enough. I was hoping you'd tell me. No, but I'm sure they have the reasons for keeping that information secret from me. No, which is why I don't think you're actually dangerous. What are you going to do if I let you out of here? Let's deflect.
The princess hesitates before responding. She doesn't know. She knows what she'd do. She's
What I do doesn't really matter, right?
No, it does.
At the end of the day, whatever the two of us have going on down here is about trust.
Oh, here we go again.
Whoever sent you to slay me claimed I was a threat to the... I don't trust that. And I don't think you do either.
Okay,
or
she said
you
that
wouldn't have-
She has a point.
She said this
We're talking
last
like this
time.
for a reason.
Okay.
So this shouldn't be about what I do if I got out of here, or me saying the right thing to convince you to save me.
Mm-hmm.
This is about how messed up this whole situation
Yeah,
is.
she said
Yes,
that.
do you really think I can even end the world? Why? We both know that if there's people we can't trust in this situation, it's whoever locked me down here. And it's whoever...
Don't let her turn the tables here. This isn't about...
Okay, this is all the same. Go back upstairs and retrieve the blade without saying another word. I can't believe they've been keeping you down here like this. Get me out of here. Don't make me regret this. Sorry, but I just can't trust you. This doesn't add up and isn't worth the risk to take your word over the potential fate of the world. I won't kill you, but I can't just set you free. It's too risky. What if I stayed for a while and just kept you company? Maybe then everybody could be happy? Let me try this.
That seems like a pretty good compromise.
I don't think I could bear being down here that much longer.
Okay.
Leaving her alive is too risky. If you don't deal with her soon, she will find a way out.
Okay.
So I'm the only one who liked that idea.
The idea of compromise.
One way or another,
Uh-oh.
I'm going to find a way out of here.
Uh-oh.
It would make it easier for both of us if you'd help.
Uh-oh. I've gone back to the very first route that I did.
But if you don't, I can promise that you'll regret that decision.
Ah, boy. This is the first route that I ended up doing.
You have to make a choice. Let's hope for all our sakes it's the right one.
Retrieve the blade.
Thank you. You turn back to the stairs, intent on retrieving the blade in the
Fix her fast.
Where are you going? You can't just leave me here.
Okay, this is different.
Fine. Turn your back on me. But it won't be long before I slip these chains. And once I'm out of here, there will be hell to pay for leaving me behind.
Slip these chains? She can't, right? She needed our help to get out of here. But do you hear the conviction in her voice? I don't think she's bluffing. She has to be bluffing, but hurry. You rush up to the first floor, grabbing the blade, both yours and the world's only possible salvation.
Okay.
Okay. If we're sure about this decision, I'll support it. I suppose we have a world to save after all.
Stabby stab, stabby stab.
You slowly creep down the basement stairs. It's quiet. Where the princess sat only a moment ago, there's only a severed arm, its cooling flesh still chained to the wall. She is nowhere to be seen. Is it just me? Or did this room get a lot bigger?
Actually, now that he mentions it, yeah, it did get a lot bigger. I think we got off on the wrong foot. Do you think we could start over? Hello?
Why don't you come closer? I have something to show you.
I can come closer if I can see you, but I can't see you. So how can I come closer? Let's finish this.
Your eyes dart to the corners of the room. You don't see her. Where is she?
Close the door behind me.
You close the door behind you. Almost magically, its locks immediately click into place. Maybe they'll open if you finish the job.
Investigate coming out. Let's just get this over with. I'll wait.
Oh, do you want to play a waiting game? I've been down here a long, long time. I'm very good at waiting.
See, I know that she can't leave without me, so.
You do your best to patiently wait her out.
But
eventually, exhaustion starts to set in.
ah, damn it. Damn this mortal flesh.
Come on, wake up. We can't fall asleep down here.
Let's venture into the shadows.
You step into the shadows. Too late, you hear the quiet patter of feet against the basement floor, followed by the taut pull and sharp pain of tearing flesh as the princess lunges into you from behind and drags you to the floor.
Uh-oh.
The ferocity overwhelms you, and as the princess rends flesh from bone, your limp fingers lose their grip on the blade. It slips from your hand, your one last means of defense, lying useless beside you in a pool of your cooling blood.
Uh-oh.
I suppose you just lacked the will to fight back. This is the end, isn't it? I'm afraid it is. You shouldn't have let that fear creep into your heart.
Look out on all fours? You mean all threes?
Now look at you.
All three? She's missing an arm.
Everything goes dark, and you die.
Well, the beast. Oh.
You're on a path in the woods. You're here to slay her.
Okay, no. Okay, no.
Oh, don't you start grandstanding about morals. The fate of the world is at risk right now, and if he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best if he doesn't remember what happened.
Voice of the hunted.
Then something else must have trapped us here. You're not trapped here. Nobody's forcing you to do anything, though the only sensible thing for you to do right now.
Some tell the truth, and all this really did already happen. Why would I listen to you? Why should I bother doing
Those
anything?
are two very different. Let's say for a moment. if
Okay,
you're
so
back
he says
here,
the same thing as
we did
last
our
time.
best with the information, and yet you still died. And I believe your other question was something along the lines of, "Oh, what do you mean?
Oh, what's the point of
Also
doing
worry.
everything? Yeah.
If it's the last, do you think the people or
Okay.
the reason you have to go to the cap?
Okay, this is all the same. I want to see if I can get more information about this
Just
princess.
be quick about it.
She killed me by ripping me to pieces. Don't get me wrong, I hated it, but how can someone like that end the world? To quote you from last time around, she's just a princess. Why was she able to rip me apart with bare hands?
She is just a princess. Whatever you
Oh, you lying. Lying.
like I said, if she killed you, it was probably because you didn't listen to people.
Yeah, people again. Couldn't they slay her?
Oh,
Prophecy or
of
whatever.
course you're special can mean all sorts of things. Don't let. I've
Being
told you everything you
cagey.
need to know. If you want us to stand a chance against her, we need to be, not to sound like a broken record, but you're afraid,
Unless I know
aren't you?
about her. Yeah.
Just like us. Of course I'm afraid. Fear is an extremely normal thing to feel when the fate of the entire world is at stake. That's
Okay.
not the only thing you're afraid of. You're scared of something worse.
Oh, the hunted is onto something.
Stop projecting your neuroses onto me and just get to the cabin already.
Alright, that's all.
Right, now, if you don't mind,
Turn around and leave. No. Proceed to the cabin. I want to see how
Oh,
this
warning.
changes.
before you go any further,
Uh-huh.
she will lie, she will cheat, and she will do
Only weak
everything in
fears
her
bad
power to
bitches.
stop. Does a cat lie to a cornered mouse when it plays with its freedom? Or is it just acting out its nature?
Food for thought.
I don't see why that matters. A lie's a lie, and if anything, she's the one who's cornered.
Is the forest more thick? I don't think so.
She could have gotten out of there whenever she wanted to. We should trust nothing that she tells us, only what we hear and smell. That's a very roundabout way of saying that you should listen to me and take this seriously. Maybe.
I'm still not completely sold on you, narrator. I want to see how the inside has changed. What are we dealing with?
The interior of the cabin is ruinous and
Ooh.
dilapidated. It feels like no one has lived here for a long time, wind rushing in through cracks and holes in the wooden walls. The only furniture of note is a termite-eaten table with a pristine blade perched on its edge.
And
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
say anything about the mirror on the wall? Camera's different than last time.
Very different. I wonder why. Maybe that's because you haven't actually been here. I hope this means you'll finally drop that ridiculous past. So focus up.
There's anything about the mirror on the wall.
Because there isn't a mirror. There's a table, the blade. There's definitely a mirror. There isn't. What a strange thing to lie about. Maybe he doesn't see it. Much like he hasn't seen what's already happened.
Why would you lie about that? What's the point?
Exactly. Why would I
Approach the mirror.
You walk up to the wall next to the basement. This really isn't funny.
Wipe the mirror clean.
You
And then
reach
disappears.
forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. But it was there a second ago, and now it's gone.
Alright, take the blade. Things have already gone south, so we take the
You
blade.
take the blade from the table. It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon.
You're trying to mirror options all the time. Yeah, just in case if something different happens. But this is different. This is the first time I'm going into the second loop with the blade.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing what's left of an old wooden staircase.
This is different.
It's still sturdy enough that you can make your way down in one piece, though you'll have to be mindful of holes. The air seeping up from below is oddly warm and wet.
It looks
as
like
if
a
you're
cave.
descending into a
Yeah, it
jungle.
does.
If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor.
So far, this is the least pleasant looking basement.
She growls up the stairs.
I can smell you.
Yo, is she gonna look like a werewolf?
She sounds almost feral, impatient, or maybe eager.
The first one was worse to me. I kind of like the first one.
You carefully make your way down the stairs. The last step gives way to the damp earth floor of
Oh,
the
shit.
starlit pit. The walls are obscured by an impenetrable darkness, giving the illusion that the room might stretch on forever.
I think this is her.
Brush against the wide leaves of plants that surround you on all sides, seemingly the only living things that occupy this strange underground wilderness.
This is like a butt and like the hind legs and a long tail. She likes some kind of like tiger dragon thing.
The jungle is pressing in on us, hiding her from view. She could be anywhere.
There
You
she
see
goes.
only a flash of the princess before she scurries away into the underbrush, dragging her heavy chain behind her. Remember, she's just a princess.
I don't think so.
She is certainly not just a princess.
Right?
You're not helping. It doesn't matter what she is. It only matters what she does.
This is true.
Her shining
Oh.
eyes appear between the leaves, staring hungrily at you from the darkness.
Oh,
I can hear your heart pounding from the bottom of the stairs, fledgling. You're right to be terrified. I'm so much more than you. And a little splinter clutched in trembling hands won't save you from me.
hmm.
A shiver rushes up your spine and pulls you upright. The air's shifting.
Oh,
She's getting ready to pounce. Move, now.
where? Don't you hear that clinking? She's in chains again. We're fine. You're about to attack me, aren't you? I can see right through you. We don't have to kill each other, you know, right? Move.
You lunge to the side, taking a direction on instinct. As you land, you're buffeted by a gust of air, disturbed by the sudden motion of a massive body. The princess. In an instant, she's pounced on the spot where you would have been, her chains rattling across the floor behind her.
Look at her.
Before you can blink, she's gone, vanishing once more into the shadows. But you still feel her gaze on you.
Oh shit.
You're faster than you were before, but you're still meek, reactive, prey.
You whirl around to find her, and your
Oh,
gaze
shit.
meets hers, a pair of shining eyes peering out at you from just beyond the basement stairs. So she's cut off our escape. Shit. What do we do?
What do you want? We don't have to kill each other. What if I helped you? What if we left together? If you could get out of here on your own, wouldn't you have already left? Stop hiding and show yourself. I was sent to kill you because you're a threat to the world. I'm starting to believe it's true. We don't have to kill each other. What if I helped you? What if we left together? If you could get out of here on your own, wouldn't you have already left? I want to say this one.
You cannot reason your way out of this, fledgling. There's no compromise with what I am.
At least she's upfront about her intentions.
Yep. She's honest. I was sent to kill you because you're a threat to the world. I'm starting to believe it's true.
Oh, for the love of... You've given up the game. Great. All that will do is hasten her victory.
So many useless thoughts run through your head. Thinking, thinking, thinking. You'll never hurt me if you keep thinking.
She's
Okay.
coiling for another strike. Be somewhere else. We're on the back foot. The back foot keeps us nimble. Keeps us alive. It doesn't matter if it keeps us alive if it eventually kills us. We need to take back the momentum. We need to do something.
Play dead. Stand still. How exactly are we supposed to take back momentum here? Survive. Wait for a strike and hit her back. Let's try that. Yeah, I'm leaning on this one.
This isn't going to work. We're in her domain. We just have to stay alive. If we keep dodging her forever, we're going to get tired. We're going to slip up. We have to take a risk.
Yes, this is true.
As the princess lunges from the shadows once
Oh.
more, the titan will the blade and lash out. It strikes, cutting deep, and the princess loses her focus, crying out in pained surprise as she crashes into you.
Look at her. She's like some kind of like tiger dragon.
You're sent sprawling and can already feel the massive bruise blossoming on your ribs as she scrambles back into the darkness.
She's got a single horn.
Look at that! We wounded her, and she wounded us. Bad trade.
Yeah, she is a mommy.
That hurt. Are you just the cornered animal you seem to be? Or could you be a rival?
She rears
Oh.
back, then leaps at you, more forceful, more ferocious,
Oh,
more
shit.
serious. The scuffle is brief, and though you inflict a few deep wounds, you find yourself quickly overwhelmed by her savagery.
Oh shit.
You collapse to the floor, and she wastes no time before pouncing on you in a flurry of claws and blood, your nerves barely able to keep up with the onslaught.
Imagine the throat game. Oh my god.
By the end, you're lying in a nest of your own intestines, spine severed, blood rapidly draining out onto the jungle floor.
Her expression. She looks like melancholic. Melancholy. I always have a hard time saying that word.
The princess, drenched in both her blood and yours, idly prods your body.
No, that's it then. Cornered animal it was. Do better next time. I still need to devour you. And it doesn't count if you're dead.
Interesting. This is new information. Devour me?
We're not dead, But you don't have time to protest her premature observation of your death, because everything goes dark, and you die.
Oh, my comments give charm. Chapter 3, The Den.
You're on a path in the
Yeah, we are. And this time we're not gonna run until we die. We're taking her head on and we're winning.
Ah, stubborn.
Felt her. She didn't have a soft underbelly. She didn't have blind spots. What could we have done that would have saved us from her hunger?
When someone tries to make you dead, you have to hit them back. You have to show them your authority. There's nothing worse than a bully that thinks they own you.
Yeah.
Great. So you've been here before. That doesn't bode well. You're not supposed to have been here before. This is supposed to be one and done.
Oh, shut up. It bodes fine. You're the reason we're stuck in this shit situation. Now I have to do the hard work of dragging us out.
Oh, I like that.
And how do you intend to do that?
We're going to fight her, and we're going to win. There's a reason she slinks around in the shadows.
Oh.
Well, no complaints here. Now hold on. We're not just gonna let the fact that he knows things about this whole Lupin situation go, are we?
Yeah, right? If the narrator supposedly doesn't know, but he knows.
He's not important. He can have his secrets for all I care. She's killed us twice now, and that's enough of a reason for us to want her dead.
Okay, what's the plan? The path is different than it was before. I want answers. What is going on here? What do you know that you're not telling me? What if we just leave? What happens then? No matter what happens next, it seems like all our answers are in the cabin. Let's see this through. Wait, what's this? No, I'm done with this. Bye. No, I want answers.
I've told you as much as I can without putting you at a disadvantage.
How is more information gonna put me at disadvantage?
If anything, I've told you too much. Like that grumbling voice said just a moment ago, you've already died by her hands twice. You shouldn't need much else in the way of motivation.
No. This path is different than it was before.
Ground is ground. It doesn't matter what shape it takes. will adapt.
Ah.
If it looks different, that's because the situation has started to spiral out of everyone's control. So please, disavow yourself of the notion that you can just come back here and fix this place if you manage to make a mess.
The changes depending on form, yeah.
Yet another world in ruin. Though, as evidenced by you dying twice, it's safe to assume the fates of the worlds you've left behind don't concern you very much.
Well,
Consider this your last opportunity to make things right. For you and for the rest of existence. But especially for you.
We don't need your pep talk. I'll make sure we pull this off.
say what games you want on Halloween. I don't know yet. I need to explore what are good deals when the sale happens. What if we just leave? What happens then?
Yeah, she was still there last time. I'm not so sure she can free herself without our help.
Right? She can't.
Maybe not quickly, but it's inevitable that cabin won't last forever.
Okay, what's the plan?
Like I said, we're going to fight her.
But we're so small.
We don't actually know how big she is. We just know she wants us to think she's big. And if she's going to treat us like prey again, then she is sorely underestimating us. One good wallop. That's all we need to put her on the defensive.
We have stubborn spirit in us this time. We can clutch it. No matter what happens next, it seems like all our answers are in the cabin. Let's proceed.
You make your way down to the cabin. Your fated confrontation awaits. You know what to do.
We've already been over the plan.
I'm not sure that use violence counts as a plan.
It's a better plan than you had last time.
I don't like this, but I'll try to keep us breathing.
Yeah, the forest is a lot more thick
The
now.
interior is dark and overgrown. Vines and brush obscure so much of
Oh,
the place
jeez.
that, had you not seen the exterior, you might not have noticed this was a cabin at all. The only furniture of note, if you could call it that, is a knotted stump, a pristine blade embedded in its exposed rings.
And he still can't see the mirror.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you're going to do this right.
Take it. We're not fighting a monster without a blade. Even if it's not a very big one.
Great. That mirror's back. And it's where the door is supposed to be. What are you talking about? There is no mirror. It's just the stump and a narrow tunnel that leads to the basement.
Uh-huh.
He isn't tricking us. Can you feel the wind? It's telling us there's a hole in that wall. Our eyes deceive us.
But why?
If that mirror's blocking our way, just smash it and be done with it.
Take the blade.
Yes, take the steel claw. You pull the blade from the stump, gripping it tight. It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon.
Stabby stab.
Good. One step closer to ending this.
Stubborn is really... He's like...
Approaching the small hole that leads to the basement.
It's a mirror!
Hesitating before you enter the princess's lair.
You heard him. Stop hesitating and smash that antique.
That mirror isn't part of this place. It's seeped through from somewhere else. It, if there even is an it, is a hallucination. Like you said, you've been here twice before. Your mind was bound to start playing tricks on you eventually. It went away after we reached out to it last time. Might as well try wiping it clean again. What's the harm?
Yep. Wipe the mirror clean.
You reach forward and wave your hand over the open hole leading to the basement.
Over the open hole.
See? Nothing. Tricks of the eye. No one sense can be trusted on its own. You step forward into the darkness. If there were once stairs leading into the basement, there is nothing left to attest to their existence now. There is only a long tunnel of packed earth, growing more narrow as you descend.
Okay.
It smells of mold and decay. The damp walls leave streaks of dirt along your body.
I would
as you're
smash it.
forced to
Stubborn
hunch
makes me feel
and finally
courage.
Squat down on all fours in order to continue. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor.
He always says that.
As you crawl forward on hands and knees, you're met only with the sounds of ambient earth. No voice slinks confidently up the stairs. No entity threatens violence or pleads for safety.
Okay.
Stay quiet. Don't give her a sound.
We have unfinished business. We should talk. We don't have to fight. I'm ready. Lie. We don't have to fight. I'm ready to let you out of here. Say nothing and silently proceed down the stairs. Stairs, in quotes.
You say nothing, maintaining the silence as you carefully make your way down into the basement. The basement is dark and cavernous, a gaping maw threatening to swallow you whole. There is no light here, save for what little starlight has managed to filter down the tunnel.
It's like no
Though
vegetation
you can't
anymore.
see the vastness of the space, you can feel it. You're exposed.
There's no vegetation.
It doesn't matter if we can't see down here.
Explore. Staying quiet, are we? Step into the shadows, ready for the fight. Step into the shadows and try to lure her out. Say ready to fight.
You step into the shadows and are enveloped in total darkness. Your heart pounds in your chest, ears pricked, eyes wide despite the inky blackness, waiting for any sign of movement. There, she's about to strike. With the near silence of a determined predator, the princess erupts from the shadows.
She's very different from before. Like some kind of griffin.
You're quick to react, swinging your blade, its tip intercepting her before she can draw first blood. She recoils, stunned for a brief moment.
Oh shit.
See, I told you. We needed to assert our might. We needed to prove to her that she can bleed too. She'll doubt her every move now.
If it bleeds, we can kill it. Da-da-da-da-da-dum. Look at her. It's actually pretty awesome.
Her gleaming eyes watch you from the shadows, unblinking. There's fear in them now, but it is a fear wreathed in fury, and beneath it all lurks something far more primal. Hunger.
Oh.
Yes, she knows your strength now, and she wishes to devour it. How unseemly.
Slay. Hey, Mr. Fridge, how you doing? Huh? I'm just checking my internet. My internet seems to be going a little strange. Can you guys still see me? It was, yeah. I can, but I had problems for an entire minute. Yeah, I think that's on my end. All right, looks like the connection is fine now. YouTube looks fine. Twitch still looks unstable. All right, I'm doing good, Mr. Efridge. Thank you for asking. All right, let's try to power through this before the internet goes crazy again.
I'd like to see her try.
The princess lunges with even more ferocity than before. Both voices were right. Within that ferocity there is the clumsiness of doubt, a chaotic dance between impulse and restraint.
No, it definitely wasn't you guys. Before I started this stream, I had a difficult time getting my internet to work for like an hour. So yeah, it's not you guys. It's on my end.
Not a word is spoken between you and the princess as you exchange blows in the dark.
Ooh.
The glint of bloody claws and fangs. The flash of wet steel. In the pit, all of your senses are heightened, each injury stinging like a chorus of insects, each small shift in your favor a major victory that swells your confidence.
Ooh. A hurricane hit your area? No, it's just stupid internet. That's all it is.
And yet, for all the wounds you've managed to inflict upon her, you remain at a stalemate. And then you start to lose ground. While your body slows, hers quickens, her wounds mending as she licks the blood of her prey from her dripping maw.
Yeah, it's definitely more than a scratch.
So she really can devour our strength. Can we do something like that? All these wounds are starting to add up.
Yeah, can we bite into her?
Nah, screw that. We're not stooping to her level. We'll just have to give this our all, end it in one final hit.
We die if we do that. We have to make ourselves like her. We have to embrace instinct.
What type of game content are you usually streaming? Mostly of the single player variety. You know, like RPGs, horror, action games, adventure games, those kind of stuff. Anything that has like a story that I can experience. That's the kind of games I play. And yeah, I also stream sculpting in ZBrush. Although at the moment I'm taking a little bit of a break from streaming art.
She shifts towards you, her bloody grin shining in the dark. And then you see it. Your opening. Take it. Put her down like the mindless beast she is.
Whoa. Take the opening and strike at her heart. Embrace instinct. Which one do I go with? Take the opening and strike at her heart. Embrace instinct. I feel like she might be fooling me, you know? Like she's purposely making an opening just to strike at me when I get close. I'm gonna embrace instinct.
You hurl yourself towards the princess's body, carving into her not with steel, but instead with tooth and claw. You are a blur of bloodied things that tear and rend.
Oh.
Yes. Yes. We are not prey. We are more.
Oh. Is Voice of the Hunted gonna become Voice of the Hunter?
The princess howls in fear and outrage as you peel away a chunk of her flesh. But as the bloody meat slides down your throat, you feel invigorated. Your wounds burn less. You feel faster, more responsive.
Oh.
Again, the more we take of her, the less she will be able to take of us. There is no time to rest if you're to do this right. She tries to bat you away with her massive paw, but as it smashes into your ribs, you clamp your teeth around the limb. You give her no time to react before snapping it from its joint.
Holy sh...
The princess pulls back in pained shock as you crunch through bone, devouring the arm that was part of her. It's part of you now. Your wounds heal.
That's disgusting. I don't want to do that.
You were the one who asked if we could do this, and if it means we win, well, we have to win. Victory demands we do whatever it takes to claim it.
Damn. Voice of the Stubborn is like balls to the wall.
I didn't think it would be so dehumanizing.
But we feel bigger than her now, don't we?
Fair.
The feeling doesn't linger. As you choke down the last of her severed arm, she lunges, taking advantage of the distraction. In a frenzied flash of blood and feathers, she rips into your side, swallowing another piece of you.
Well, tit for tat, I guess.
Weakness returns. Her arm starts to mend itself, fresh claws sprouting from developing flesh.
Well then.
We can't be small again. We have to take more. We have to take it now. You descend upon her again, jaws gnashing, desperate to regain your power.
Oh shit.
You both lose yourself in the rhythm of the feast. You devouring her, and she devouring you. Mending and bleeding and consuming in an endless cycle. On and on.
Oh shit.
Come on, just one more bite. Then we'll have her right where we want her.
Oh my gosh.
Am I really the only one who's not on board with this? I'm gonna be sick.
The more you consume, the more the lines that differentiate you and her begin to blur. The flesh of your bodies twisting into warped reflections of what you swallow. You have to snap out of this. You can't destroy her if you lose sight of yourself.
Jeez.
We are the predator now. There is nothing to do but embrace our true nature.
That is nasty.
But words fade into hollow vibrations as you and she continue to tear at each other in the darkness.
Look, it's like we're
There are no
fusing.
beginnings. There are no endings. There are no moments of calm. There is only savage
The-
violence.
The narrator's like slowly disappearing, like merging into one another.
Did you say no endings?
But he doesn't respond. He's gone.
But how are we supposed to know if we won?
We have won. We'll never die so long as we keep eating. We can be forever.
What the fuck? But you and she are separated, your flesh ripped from where it joins together. Before forever can come to pass, you lock eyes. You see a new emotion there, shame. What have we done? They ask. You don't get the opportunity to respond, nor will you ever. It's time to leave. Memory returns. Huh.
She's gone.
She
Where did
eats,
go?
he eats, she
Should we
eats, he
try and
eats.
find her?
Think we did an oopsie? No, we didn't do an oopsie. We got a new perspective.
And there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now?
Of course you're scared. This is the end for you, but it's not the end for me. It's going to be okay. I did this last time. Let's do this. It's going to be okay. Just trust me. We've been here before, and you always get scared.
It feels so bad. Like looking into it right now is going to be the end of everything. That thing reeks of death.
Screw the mirror. We just need to find the princess.
It's not the end. Whatever on the other side is... Wait, whatever's on the other side is going to be nice. It's the end for you, but not for me. I'll see you on the other side. It's going to be okay. It's not the end. Whatever's on the other side is going to be nice.
Okay. If you say so, we'll trust you.
Okay.
I'd like to be somewhere nice.
Maybe there'll be a good fight there. Maybe we'll find her again.
Approach the mirror. You approach the mirror. Gaze into your reflection. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone once again. The mirror always makes them leave, but you need to see what's in it. Oh, I'm all droopy. You've withered. Find yourself in a long quiet once again. You are at the cabin. Approach her.
I am a growing chorus of contradiction. A mass of tides ebbing and flowing all at once in more directions than my attention.
How many
can
achievements
go
are you
to.
getting? A lot.
To look at any one is to shift them all into something new. And to look away is to reshape them yet again. All of me is changing, and yet the rest of me is still the same.
Can't be a contradiction. Contradictions don't exist.
And yet my waters flow and my streets bustle. There are no words that can describe me into non-existence. There is no logic that can bind my multitudes. I am everything that you have known me to be, but I am also none of it.
Doesn't matter how many times I go back, at least one of us always hurts the other. Doesn't that change you? Doesn't that make you worse?
It changes me, but it doesn't make me worse, nor does it make me care for you any less. Does it make you worse? Do you resent me?
Fair question. If anything, it makes me like you more. I don't know what that says about me. No, not really. It all seems so distant as soon as I'm near you. I have no opinion one way or the other on the matter. Just want it all to stop. Yes, you're torturing me, and I hate it. I think I hate you. If anything, it makes me like you more. I don't know what that says about me. No, not really. It all seems so distant as soon as I'm near you. I'm gonna go with the first one. I don't know what that says about me, if I'm being honest.
It says that your heart is gentle, that even in the darkness you are guided by compassion.
Okay. What do you think of this vessel?
This one is consumed by instinct, a dancer moving to the rhythm of the flesh. She will make for a ravenous heart. She wishes me to devour you, to make you a part of myself, but she is only a voice. Do not mourn her, for she is part of something greater.
How can you stand to be a contradiction?
As easily as you can stand to be you. You are like me, even to look at the corners of you that do not fit.
Okay.
Even if you have chosen to ignore the brilliant contours of your soul.
Okay. Still planning to kill you once we're done with this. Do you happen to know what happens to the worlds we leave behind?
My perspectives are shadowed. You have seen what I have seen, just as I have seen what you have seen. The angles of my vantage do not offer me hidden truths, and my attention is turned inward, except when you are here with me.
Oh?
Perhaps this will change when our work is done.
Have you figured out what you want when you're finished?
The desires of my multitude thrive in endless competition with themselves, but none of them rise above their dance to influence me. I yearn for what I have always yearned for, our awakening. Other desires shrink in the light of knowing you and knowing me.
Almost sounds romantic. Do you still not care what I bring you next?
I care about your gifts, but I have no preferences to burden you with. Even if I did, I would never dare to tarnish our relationship by assuming myself above you.
Oh, that's very kind. It's surprisingly very kind. So you don't have any preferences on how you'd like to change or grow?
The tides do not dictate where they are pulled. A river does not dictate its outlets. My gift to you is to let you choose your path, and my task is to treasure the gifts you bring me.
Okay. How many more vessels do I need to bring you?
We will know when we near our destination.
Okay. Still planning to kill you once we're done with this.
If that remains your choice when all is said and done, then you may try.
Oh.
But know that I do not wish you harm, even if you attempt to destroy me.
Okay. I'm ready to go back.
I will be here when it is time for us to meet again.
And there it is. Everything goes dark and die. The hero and the princess. A ravenous heart.
You're on a path in the woods.
Okay. This is the third complete loop. But I am gonna end it here today. I think we're almost reached like the 4-hour mark, almost. Hopefully tomorrow we won't have that problem with the internet just like, you know, hanging up on me like that. But yeah, thank you guys for hanging out with me. This is interesting. I don't know how much farther this goes, but it seems like it goes a little bit further. Yeah, we're gonna continue this tomorrow. Same time, same place. I hope you all have a good rest of the day, or a good night, or a good afternoon, or good evening. I'll catch you later. Bye bye. Bye bye.